Well, that's the smoothest my transition has ever gone. That's crazy.
Like 2 feet. like
Fucking
God.
man is a real life dude feeling cartoon physics hit him.
yes. And one of my other favorite things is Rob Lucci. So Rob Lucci ran Luffy's shit the first time they ran in together, and then magical fucking bullshit go. Luffy wins. Um, they meet again later, and Lucci's like, I'm killing him, and his fucking buddy's like, dude, the government's not gonna like that, like that because he's officially. Well, it's because Luffy got dumped one of the Emperors of the Sea, and the Emperors of the Sea are the people that the government don't pick fights with because the person could feasibly swing back and win.
Well, yeah, it's Luffy.
Luffy has a fleet of 14,000 ships at his command. And one of them is the Giant Pirates, the most feared pirate group right behind Gold Roger.
Jesus.
Oh my
So anyways,
goodness.
Lucci pulls up. He's like, fuck the government. I want my run back. I'm salty. And Luffy pulls up and goes, check it. Goes Gear 5 and he's like, okay, I'm still gonna beat you. And by the way, they're like 2-3 city blocks away. And Lucci says, I'll even let you have the first swing. And as that happens, in 2 frames, Luffy clears 3 city blocks of distance and rocks him in the jaw. It's so fucking good. Where is it? Where is it? There's the whole heartbeat thing. And the animation goes nuts. Give me the speed blitz. Rob Lucci's
Oh,
I may be outclassed.
God damn.
he's not even a tiger yet. He's just a dude right now.
He's just a dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Every frame of painting. Him getting just tossed. And then Demon Luffy. Remember how I mentioned Demon Luffy earlier? Demon Luffy.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you for
We
coming
need
to
to start. Thank you for coming for my One Piece talk.
One Piece is good, and you should.
It happens every Saturday. Don't worry.
All right. So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, our group of heroes traveled across Avagera, picking up new allies, being granted new weapons, picking up more allies, and making their way through the cursed forest into the city within this forest. Find that people have no memories, eventually gain allies of those that were sent by Gorthadek, and make their way into the cave where people had gone missing, and Basil had realized her daughter had gone missing as well. To which you see Basil's daughter and the mayor, the husband of the inn runner in Vaxol, both walking absent-mindedly, ignoring the people, ignoring the party, removing the curse from their minds as they had done to Basil and Ionkath. They both run back out of the cave, and you go further into it, only to find a false Hydra has made it its lair, eating the memories of those that wander inside and using the bodies to forge an army of Wendigo. After a long, very hard-fought battle, very much a good portion of it carried due to the Grand Orchestra granting advantage on all the saves to the blind song sung, allowing most everybody to still be able to comprehend that the false Hydra was there, eventually took it down, slowly either taking out heads or hitting the body directly until eventually, with a final blow from Kenshi, cleaving the head in half, leaving the body a smoldering flame to burn away into ash as the party now lays there victorious. End of the battle. What is it you all do?
Well,
Is everyone all right?
for the most part.
Sure. Half dead, half alive at this point, but sure.
We're already dead.
Okay, we might already be dead, but I almost died again. That wouldn't have been pleasant, I feel like. So,
Yeah, double death ain't really the best thing.
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
as good as I can be. After a fight like that.
That sure was something. Do we want to walk while we process what just happened?
That would be wise. We should check on the village to see how everyone else is.
Basil also
God, the
runs over
Wendigos
to
didn't exist.
Basil runs over to Eon Kath and is just like, is everything okay? Nothing hurt? Nothing damaged,
No,
right?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I promise you.
No
I
lies?
believe- No. I believe you
promise?
have more pressing daughter-shaped matters to tend to.
There is you as well.
I appreciate your concern, Mrs. Shen.
And you are neither nor more or less than my daughter.
Yes, Mrs. Shen, I'm okay.
She like takes a handkerchief and like kind of wipes off any like dirt on his face or like his hands and just gets ready
He
to
just like
join the
bows a
group and
thank
walk
you.
away.
So you all start making your way out of the cave back towards the village.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. You slowly going out of the cave, about 5-minute run that you guys took, about 10-15 minutes. If you go on a leisurely pace being like, okay, we watched Wendigos just fall apart, so hopefully they're all fine.
Yeah.
The protectors are kind of gone.
You
I hope so.
slowly make your way out. But as you're making your way out, you see there is still what you're coming up to is the end of a fight. Of not all of the Wendigo had fallen apart. People in large sections of armor with massive swords, one swipe cleaving through 3, even the bigger, meaner ones that you had a hard time dealing with, they are now incredibly weakened and in a few hefty blows are taken out. You see that one manages to slip through the defenses and is going through the clumping of kids, and the one taller, like half Goliath kid just runs and headbutts him, and it just shatters into 100 pieces. And after just a quick minute, all of the remaining Wendigo that had run straight into the city have been dealt with and torn asunder, thrown to the ground, letting the flesh rot as it should have.
Oh my god.
You see the man come up to you, who you had recognized as who was the mayor, had been voted mayor who knows how many times. Come up, go, is everybody all right? Are you guys okay? I got back out, and then a couple minutes ago, everybody started to get in a daze, and then they started attacking.
Huh.
Is it over?
Yes. We slew the beast within the cave. Um, should we just go home?
You see, Basil, your daughter runs up and like wraps around your waist and looks up at you, and the guy looks down and goes, "Yeah, I think it's time that we head back." And thanks to you, Kenshi, with your keen mind knowing the direction, you knew you entered into the village going south, and now that the haze of the mist of the false hydra is no longer clouding your mind in the direction that they be, you realize which direction is north. And you also realize that as you're walking away and looking around, first the mountain that you had slept on one side to stay away from, to kind of rest for the night, was on the, you assume from the look, the opposite side of the mountain of which the cave of the false hydra was on. And as you walk for about an hour or two, you see large groupings of X's. You see different styles of marks. You see like chars on a tree, and of familiar different patterns of just multiple people who had gone through the same direction and still were leaving marks and then coming back and leaving marks again without realizing. You do actually walk through the grove of all X's, and maybe you're like, "Oh, yeah, I've been here before."
I hate that feeling.
But it's only about 5 hours. What was multiple hours and a few days of travel, only 5 hours of walking, going through, following the directions, any straggling Wendigo meeting with the force of the 50, 60 odd people within the village. Eventually you all come to a clearing that opens up, and you all see the familiar gate, the massive flame-throwing crystals and ballista turning to point at your group as you all slowly walk out of the cursed forest, the only people to have gone in and come out.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hi.
As you walk out, the gate immediately, like, you see like through the gate, just like 3 people pulling chains to open the gate as quickly as possible. And you see this large orcish gentleman runs out and comes up to you guys and just goes, "What's going on? Are there more? What happened? You're the latest who went in. What happened? Where?"
Well, we went in. There was a weird mass of necks and faces and like bodies that was fucking with people's minds. We killed it, and now we're here.
Okay.
That's about it. Yeah.
You have such a way with
Yeah.
words, Maeve.
Thank
And
you.
do you think it's safe for a scouting party to make sure that this thing is...
Oh yeah, just follow the X's. You won't be able to fucking miss them.
You give like a curious eye.
You'll understand.
Okay.
You'll
And
fucking
he-
understand.
He runs back, and you all make your way back into the city of Vaxol, in which some families are together again. People are coming back. You do realize as well, as you are walking through the forest, that your friend, that you had gave banana bread, friend of Tylik, was not there and was gone.
He ran off my fucking banana bread.
Wait, you said wait who?
It was
I
a
mean-
side thing for my character in Recipe's character. When I stayed at his house for the night, and then I made banana bread, and I gave some banana bread to everyone in the house, and then I gave banana bread to the rest of the party. When we met
Ah.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, the first time you'll ever have banana bread.
Damn.
So, but you notice he is gone. He is not with you on the travel back.
Reed?
You assume, not Reed. No, Reed is with you guys.
Oh.
Reed's here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember his name.
I
Hold
can't
on.
remember.
Matthew?
Hold up. I
No,
have it somewhere.
Matthew was the interplanar travel guy. I keep
Where
thinking
is
Matthew as
it?
well, and I forgot to.
Who's
Ned.
missing?
No, is it? Or is it Walter?
Nebda.
No, not Walter. No, William. William is the. It might be Matthew. I think it is Matthew because William is the extra planar.
I was gonna say it was a very basic name.
Yeah, I remember that.
No offense to the Matthews out there, but like
As
full offense to
of-
the Matthews out
full,
here.
yeah, full offense to the Matthews.
I can't remember if I
Oh.
wrote it down. I'm gonna check.
You guys did convene in his house, and Knox. That was where Knox had met Anthrax.
Yes.
Anthrax.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But
So mad 'cause I was so caught up in trying to make a my cousin Thrax Morton joke that I fully missed the name Anthrax.
But who's
but
missing?
Matthew, the friend of the house that you went to, friend of Tylik,
Yes.
part of his group, because you
Right, that guy.
but you saw him in the village and he is gone.
What?
You assume as soon as he got his memory, he was like, "I'm getting out of here," and left.
honestly fair.
In tap dance exit stage left.
Yup.
No, memory me.
But as you come back, families that had come to Vaxhol together being reunited, people getting tithings, getting money together to head back to their cities across Avagera. You see the mayor run into the inn, and you immediately just hear combinations of laughter and crying and joy, and you just hear, "You're home, you're safe, I'm here, don't worry, everything's fine now, everything's fine."
Oh my god.
Yes, Trent, you're doing the I have bullshit hands.
Okay. So question to the
You're right.
party.
Okay.
How much money do you think Gorthadak has?
How
Because
much
how
money
many
in total?
people's transportation could we cover?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, hey, does
Um,
anybody need a lift back to wherever they
Bro,
need to go? Because
bro,
we are
uh,
Mm.
I mean,
Gordon's got you covered, bro.
if anybody wants to, whoever wants to make an intelligence check to try and think and fathom how much money the greatest wizard in existence might have.
Yes.
What would I have to roll for that?
Check, not
Surprise
save.
you if I told you 5.
What do I have to roll for that? What is it? Perception?
Oh no, just a regular intelligence check.
Oh well, damn.
What if I told you 5?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Good, because it's a lie. 17.
Aha, even better
Intelligence.
for once.
I was sitting there, I was like, I have Maeve down as chaotic good. This is possibly the most chaotic good thing you could do.
14.
Just drain a couple $100,000 from the billionaire's bank account. He'll be fine.
That's the thing. You're sitting here, and I'll say like 17, 23, 14. Like, it doesn't take a lot to realize he is the most powerful wizard in existence. He runs the most successful bar in existence. You comprehend that and you have seen him pay people to do things that he could do at the snap of his fingers. You assume he has exorbitant amounts of money. If he doesn't spend it, it's just gonna sit there. So he's like, any amount of money, I will throw it away because otherwise it's just sitting with me and I don't need it.
Cool. So he can cover everyone's ride.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel
you
like
also don't know how much it costs to bring people to Avagera
it's
per
kind of
person.
messed up that they
I'll
would
be
make
getting
like
back
all
in,
these
like, an
missing
hour.
people like pay a toll to be able to get back to their homes. It's kind of messed up.
Well, they don't if you tell them, hey, just Gorthadak sponsoring it.
Well,
I mean,
It's on our boss's tab. It's fine.
yeah.
Okay,
Boss's tab.
You tell everybody going through the magical transportation service,
Yeah.
hey, just say, just whenever you do, tell them that Gorthadak will cover the tab and it will be fine. They go, thank you so much, and they go and like you just hear, the now like, young elven woman go, oh shit, people are saved. You're all sponsored by him?
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
fucking portal in the background. They just oh man.
Maeve's wearing like a sign that says sponsored by Gorthadak.
Esports jersey. Put a giant fucking Gorthadak symbol on it.
Both Brenham and Maeve are decked out in Gorthadak like signs and
Yo,
stuff.
when are we gonna get the fucking Gorthadak
100%.
U2s? I cast
Oh my
ninth
God.
level marketable plushie.
True polygraph does exist.
Oh my god, you can't just true polymorph somebody into a marketable fucking plushie. Holy shit. Anyway, do you guys also take the transportation service back to Thornton, to your starting city?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, I made
Alright.
sure to keep some money for that, but are we putting that on Gorthadak's tab as well?
Yeah. This is a sponsored vacation.
Yeah.
This is a
Fuck it.
sponsored
Just
thing.
put it on the company card. This will not come back to bite us at all.
No, not at all.
Surely.
It's like the fucking Russian Badger. I'm vlogging my time at the Rainbow Six Siege tournament so I can use that as a tax write-off.
Yes.
You all make your way across, going from Vaxol, traveling across the cities, and it's until you reach Hairtar. You smell it immediately, Maeve, as it is a smell and a scent most recognizable to you.
Maeve locks
Banana
in.
bread?
Like she is sitting there, like you know the full Parasite like fucking lock-in gif. That or like the rough gemstone outline just gets like hyper detailed, and she just
Oh,
You smell it. You smell Frankie's banana bread.
I'm going.
Oh my
I'm fucking rolling.
And
god.
after a moment, everybody else.
I like
goes,
hop out of the cart and just start booking it.
You book it, and you see Sally's Sweets Bakery. Massive steam rolling out. There's a sign that says closed until special guest arrives.
Oh my
I
Oh.
go in. I go.
Oh.
Well, I knock first. I have to be polite there.
You knock and
Special guest.
you hear, who is it?
It's your favorite. Is
Come in, come in, come in.
oh my god, okay.
Do we all come
said-
in, or is it made first? I'm sure.
You can all go in if you wish. You're with
Of
her.
course.
I
You
want
all
Sure,
walk
as soon
in.
as we see Maeve start going over, of
Delicious
course we're gonna
smell.
join.
You see big, you see massive sign, banana bread bonsai. Just
Oh my god.
there is like new shelves with different styles of banana bread, of different styles of cakes, muffins, cupcakes. Everything that banana bread can be shoved into is banana bread. And she comes out and she goes, I have something very special just for you. I finished it not long ago. It took me a while to make sure everything was perfect. And she goes into the back,
Oh.
wheels out this cart, and on this cart there is a box that is covered. Pulls over this white blanket, and you see a massive 5-layered cake with that buttercream icing around. Surrounding it is banana bread muffins, but the muffins are the top of the muffins are shaped like flowers.
Aww.
And
Oh my god.
And all across the cake there is like orange rock candy, making it like have almost a scale like pattern between the different rock candies.
I wish I
Aw.
had tear ducts. I'd be crying right now.
Just the necrotic energy just filters out of the eyes.
Get back in there.
And she goes,
He's leaking shit like that.
and as she walks out, you see she has gained a little bit. Just since the banana bread. Well, it's been about 20 days since you guys have been
yeah,
here.
I guess that's true.
It's been about a month.
Oh yeah, almost a month. Goddamn.
Holy moly.
And you guys,
I fully hug
She-
her like
she
a bear
full
hug
hugs you back.
and with my fucking nubbins.
Aww.
She hugs you back, goes, and this, completely free for you.
I will never forget this kindness for as long as
She-
I live.
She grabs your hand and
None
goes,
live.
she holds your hand and goes, this has been the greatest recipe ever. Whoever made this, you need to give them my greatest thanks. This is amazing. This is going to do amazing things for my business. I might be able to open on the plateau. This will be amazing.
I'm so happy for you. This is honestly one of the greatest things that have ever happened to me.
Oh
I
my god.
appreciate this.
And she goes, you can take the cart, do whatever. I'll get plenty more money for that. Just do whatever you need to do. That is all for you and your friends.
Oh my goodness.
And yours, and
Oh my
uh,
god.
Reed, you are seeing slightly, first time you're seeing them, slightly chubbier woman, with a beehive haircut, standing with the apron that just says "Kiss the Cook," short sleeve red shirt, just standing there, just hugging, all right, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I was so glad you stopped back by. You came here just the right time.
I'll have to save up money to fucking get out here again. Oh man.
Kenshi goes into a deep bow. Like, he's almost at a 90-degree angle. Says, this is a wonderful gift. I thank you very much.
And she goes, oh, here. And she just hands you a whole tub of, it's the banana bread ice cream, but with the new flavoring inside. It took a while to perfect that, too.
Oh, oh my god.
I have made
Greatest thing.
way more, and I'm not sure it'll be enough. I've had too many people trying to get through my doors when they smell what I've made.
Your generosity is astounding. Thank you.
Basil also steps forward, grasps her hands, and is just like, this is absolutely amazing. I really wish I had some money on me to be able to actually fully compensate you for this, because there's no way that we can just accept this for free.
Right?
She goes,
I got money, right?
I don't recognize you, but don't worry, I don't need it. I've had people trying to pay me triple the amount that my property is worth just to be able to get in to buy something. I'm gonna make plenty.
Holy fuck.
Woo!
I don't
God
need
damn.
the recipe was more than enough.
Oh my.
Well,
Well, that's all that they can repay you, I suppose. I wish there was some way that I could pay you, but
If you want to pay me back, if I ever get a place back on the plateau, down on the plateau, then you just need to come and find me. won't take me too long, but I gotta save up 20,000 gold to be able to transport down there.
I'll absolutely make sure to spread your name around and make sure everyone comes by, all right?
That would be most appreciated. And you see your daughter comes in and is just like, "Wow, it smells really good." And she goes, "Oh, a little one. Here you go," and just hands her a whole like 6 set of the banana bread muffins. Just go, "For your little one."
Holy shit.
Now you make sure you enjoy those, but please don't eat all those at once, okay?
You say that, she already has one in her mouth and the other in her
So
hand.
make sure to slow down. You don't want to get a tummy ache, okay?
Okay. It just like
Good.
takes a bite, chews, like the.
Ah, damn, that's good.
Holy shit. We do not say those words.
We are finally going to see Gorzadak again. His first response is, "Hey, wow, all of you gained weight somehow?" Okay.
Why
You
am I
gained
broke?
weight overnight?
But with your new.
Real quick, do you have
Yeah.
a restroom, a bathroom I could use?
Yes, right over there. There's just like a mini hallway. It looks like brand new put in. It's like she
yeah.
made a few sales and was able to put that in.
Out of character, I can't go to the bathroom, but I go to the bathroom and I will leave her 100 gold worth of gems. Just like in the sink. Fuck it.
Just the
Chaotic good.
A little bit more.
you can. So yeah,
I was sitting there, I was like, what do I have to give her? I have 30 gold, and I look down, and I just see 380 gold worth of gems. I was like,
you just put 100 gold worth of gems just into the sink, and you're just like, that should be good. And you go back out. And with that, is there anything else you guys would like to do here? Would you like to head back to Thornton?
I want Kent to react to this.
Yeah, what does Kent do seeing all of this?
Well, this is all going around. Everyone's like taking bites of food and stuff, and he's just like, "What's this feeling in my chest?" He's just looking at everything. I don't know how to feel about all this. His eyes are just wide.
Kent, you might be having a heart attack. It's called a
Kent,
lot of sugar at once. Might want to tone it down a little bit.
You see
haven't
this,
eaten anything yet, though.
Kent, you see this short girl, long blonde hair with a ribbon in her hair, comes up and hands you one of the muffins. Go, "You want one? My mom don't let me eat all of them because she said it might give me a tummy ache, so I thought you might want one."
You're giving that to me for
Because you
what?
might want one.
He blinks and just like taken aback, just okay. Takes it. Takes a bite out of it. Just a smile just like creeps up his face. It's still a little creepy, but not as creepy as like it usually would be.
Thank you so much for literally everything here. I don't think I'll be able to thank you enough, but I believe we should get going.
All right, you all
Yes.
Adventures.
exit, taking the cart, rolling it out with the cake in like a glass display case to make sure it doesn't like fall all the way over if it tips. So even if it tips, you still have all the cake fully able to eat. You're rolling out, as you roll it out, 50 people all around just.
I'll kill you if you touch any of this.
She will.
One person goes to step forward. As soon as you see Sally steps out and goes, "We're open!" And then before she can finish, hundreds of people running into her store. And she,
God!
God, and just runs back in.
Oh my
Immediately
God.
turns into like World War II sound effects, just like gunfire and shit. He's got like a full like bucket helmet. It's fucking behind the.
And it's just a
the-
catapult filled with different banana bread things. Just
After
fucking
it's-
mortar shelling banana muffins.
Afterward, there's like just like multiple bodies like strewn about.
They're not
With
dead.
like
they're
food
no
just
blood.
like indented into them.
There's no blood. There's just like banana bread stains, just smudges.
She's like
They're just
carrying
all
out
in
the
a sugar
bodies.
comatose.
But you eventually make your way through the magical transportation service. Sorry, through the magic wagon. Sorry, through the magic wagon back all the way to Thortum. And whenever you're here, that Basil and Eonkath, you recognize. You've worked with him for so long. You recognize.
Work more.
Yep.
Time.
5:30. 11.
Alright. Your keys are on the book at the front.
Thank you.
Mr. Pop
Sorry,
Trin.
I totally wasn't grumbling to make fun of the noises I was hearing because I could hardly understand him. I was just going.
I was walking. That was it.
You're like a fucking RTS minion.
One
like
of the
going to
teachers
DJ.
from Peanuts.
I'm the fucking. So I don't know why the first thing I thought, like my brain immediately went to like Beethoven pin real quiet Emerson. Bum, ba bum.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Basil and Eonkath, you've worked with him for so long that even just being within the same city, you feel a familiar annoyance in the air of Gorthadak, middle of an argument with somebody.
Do you feel that, Mrs. Sharon?
Yes, I do.
Entertainment is a foot.
This will be
Shall
quite
we go
delightful,
find-
I'm sure.
Shall we go find out what's up?
Of course.
I'll start walking.
Yeah, you start walking, and you can feel it is
She
coming
also
from the
strides
main
forward.
castle.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, not Thortum. Farinir. Sorry, Thortum.
Ah.
Was, no, Farinir was the first city. But you go through, all convening up. You see like the front guards. One of them familiar to you, maybe because you had raced them. He goes, "Holy shit, you're back. You might want to get in before Gorthadak causes a coup and kills the king."
What?
Oh,
Yeah, the
Got me
king.
interested.
The king.
the drama?
The king really doesn't want
The
him to
tea?
go out there because Gorthadak still thinks there's a threat going on, and so he is currently threatening the king if he does not give him permission.
Honestly, quite surprised with all his magic going on. He wouldn't have sensed some sort of shift in the balance.
Not the force.
I feel as though we should touch base with Gorthadak and
It would probably be for the
Something-
best.
assuage the current situation.
Yes. Do we all wish to go, or?
Oh yeah, I'm down
Yeah.
to see him pissed.
Oh yeah.
And I would love to meet this Gorthadak. I've only heard of him.
Oh,
Oh,
'cause you'll
you're
love
in
him.
Oh,
for
he's
a
absolutely
surprise.
delightful.
Brand new to Kenshi and Reed, you make your way through,
The
going
man.
back to the throne room. As you open the door, mid argument, you see like floating in the air about 3 feet off to have the king still sitting on the throne yet being able to look down about like 10 feet back, 10 feet back from the throne, 3 feet in the air. This blue, almost this like teal skinned tiefling with a pure white boots, dress pants, vest, and he has an undershirt, but the undershirt looks like Starscape. He has what looks like it is a massive cloak that the back of it is pure white, but has these different golden streams across it, going around and shifting across, and the underneath of the cape is also that same familiar Starscape, like the undershirt.
Hmm.
And he is about 7 feet tall and is so floating. He is like the top of his head is 10 feet up in the air, and you see the base of his horns in his skull are massive, are enormous, and as he is like continuing his temper, you see like just the anger intense in his body. The horns are slowly growing and then splitting out and then growing more as it curls around, almost forming like a makeshift piece of headgear, and also just goes out to be reminiscent of essentially dragon's wings, but made out of curling and spiraling and splitting horns.
Jesus.
And you
Oh
just
yeah, yes.
I am telling you right now, if you do not give me any sort of update as to what the current position and situation of anything going on within the cursed forest of Axol, I am going to go down there myself, and if I need to split this planet in twain to concede,
Excuse me, Mr. Gorthadak.
he whips, sees you,
I bow to him.
he
Hey, go with her dad.
slowly lowers to the ground. You see the king like having a panic attack. The king is currently doing his best to tell the strongest creature in existence, second strongest creature in existence besides the gods, no. And he's just sees you and he goes,
Hello.
and Gorthadak slowly lowers onto the ground. The horns twirl back in, go back until they're only maybe a part way across the head, and you see like the short black hair, like no longer slightly raised and flying in the air. Just it all come down to rest. You see him like take a moment, one deep breath, and I take it is over now.
Yes, it is, sir.
Good. Is there money that I can throw at something to ease my temper?
You've already done that.
It's lovely to see you too, Gorthadak.
Maeve, like when Yellowcat says that, Maeve breaks, just like, like eats the banana bread.
Walks over. So it's over.
Yes. To our best estimations, it was a false Hydra luring people into a makeshift town outside of its cave with songs, is the best estimate that I could give. And after a set period of time, it would lure them into the cave and violently transform them, kill them, and then post-mortem violently transform them into Wendigos to go bring more people and feed the cycle.
He like sits for a second, just like you see some still pent up anger. He just goes, "Fucking false Hydra, sniveling beasts that don't know how to stay in the dirt where they belong."
Well, it is back in the dirt. I
Good.
believe our work here is a question. I reach into my cave and pull out into my cave and pull out a banana bread muffin. Would you like some banana bread?
He grabs it, like gingerly, takes a bite, and goes, "Does Sally have a new recipe?"
It would appear so.
You're goddamn right, she does.
He goes like, "Might have to pay her a visit and have her open a new shop down on the plateau."
She was talking about it, and then a horde of customers kind of swarmed the building, so she couldn't talk about it for that long.
Well,
But she certainly has interest. I wouldn't mind.
I'm sure it'd be more than easy for me to sponsor something like that. By the way, did my message about using my name at the Magic Wagon reach you in time?
3 days late.
No, more like 2 weeks.
My bad.
Yeah, it
Right.
was a little bit late.
For me, it had been about 2 days past, 3 days past. I can't remember.
So I was right. 3 days. Let's go.
3 days for me, however many weeks for you.
I'm just smart like that.
Well, I'll need to go. He sets the muffin into through a portal, goes to save it for later, and goes, "Well, I need to go pay back the tab on the Magic Wagon." And
Well, I believe we should be making our exit then.
right, again, go to the transportation service, say my name, they'll bring you back.
And before we do, Mr. Gorthadek, would you care at all for new clothing? Yours is getting a little ragged.
He stops, turns.
Free of charge, of course.
Yes, you do understand, however, when you asked me prior into what clothing I request
Yeah.
and would like you to create and design,
Yes.
and you created this,
Yes.
that you said it was perfect into speculation, and I have made sure using my magic that there has been no scuff or ruffle in any of the fabric.
I was trying to politely offer you an entirely new outfit for free, but if you care not for that and are perfectly satisfied with the one that you have, that is understandable.
He looks down and goes, "I've been wearing it for a while.
I will get to work.
I'll let you." He thinks for a second, goes, "Fashion has never been my thing. Magic is always my expertise. I'll let you decide. And if you make me look god awful, I will smite you."
Basil to the side of him is just like, we need to talk about your approach when it comes to asking if anyone wants your help with anything.
I have always been a little bit too blunt for most. I do apologize for that.
I know, dear, I know. Just pats his shoulder. Is there any questions you would like from us before we leave Gorthadek?
Actually, yes. And looks to Brenham, Maeve, and Nox. He goes, "I see you have found the original party as well as picked up some new friends. Are they also
Yep.
coming with you back to the plateau?"
Would you all like to come back with us to the plateau?
Yeah.
I would be honored.
Yeah,
Of
you Kenshi
course.
know that you've heard of the plateau, and you've inquired as how much it would cost, and you know it's about 20,000 gold per person to travel from here to the plateau, and you're like, I don't have that money.
Well, it's free.
Hey,
Thanks.
yeah.
What do I owe you? Nothing. It's
Nothing.
free.
It's for free.
Free?
But you, unless anybody has anything else, make your way to the magical transportation service.
Oh, did Gorthadag make any comment on the state of our poor boy Kent?
He didn't
Considering-
say anything. He didn't say anything verbally. He has said it with like a glance over. He like kind of like a sorrowful look of just like near death. Oh God.
Oh, you poor thing.
I have like I have too much pent up rage to try and talk sense into somebody who's depressed.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I do not need to snap on him because he will just snap.
He will just cry and then I'll feel bad.
And then we'll have a whole other problem.
He has too much pent up rage yelling at the king. The king, he has passed out. He has some attendants. He has some attendants like shaking him. He like, I think okay. He's
This
just
is
asleep. He's
terrible
not
for
dead.
his blood pressure.
One of the attendants was like, "Is he dead? He's not dead. Stress knocked him out. I think he's gone into a comatose state."
When they ask if he's dead, Maeve like leans over, her eyes like flare up and go, "Oh no, he's fine." It's like a very brief, just like, "Oh no, he's fine."
They both just look at each other. Look, yay!
And she just starts walking. She just starts leaving.
Are Basil and Eoncath going too? Or are they staying?
Yes.
Of course
course
they're
they are.
leaving. Of course they're going with you
Yes.
guys.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You all make it to the magical transportation service. As you're leaving, Gorthadak goes, "By the way, I will be sure to pay all of you handsomely for this, as this was at my request. So just wait till I'm back, and I'll make sure you are paid."
Thank you very much. Henry.
Okay. I feel like
Um,
he's not gonna pay us once he realizes the bill that we tallied up.
He asked if he had something to throw away money on after the fact, so that fucking justifies it.
Yep.
You make your way to the magical transportation service, say Gorthadak sent us, and go. And you see them like the woman wearing the. Oh my God! It's the first return trip.
Hello. Yep.
And
Oh
you see
my
like
God.
the full realization of nobody's going missing anymore. Everything is saved. Holy shit, we're all fine.
I need to tell my friends.
We're built fucking different.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
After like a slight panic attack gets you through, sends you back down, to where only about a week has passed since your original time of departure.
Damn.
As you come back, you see Miriam is not currently working. You just see like another orcish man just going, "Oh hey, it's you. You're that brother of the woman who works here, the manager, right?"
Oh, yes.
"Yeah. She talks real good about you. She like if honestly, she talks so good. Some parts of me makes me wish you were my brother because you sound just amazing."
It's nice of her.
It's the fucking overlaid image of like all the war crimes he's committed. Like 50% opacity as he just like stares into the abyss. Yeah, I'm great.
She told me
He just stares
that,
off.
if you got back while she wasn't on the clock, to go ahead and head by her place to let her know that you were okay, because she was going to cook you a special meal when you got home.
Yes. Well, I appreciate that.
It's no problem. And as you exit the door, you don't fully get out of the building because you open the door, and familiar to Brenham and Kent, you see John standing there with the true warrior, their patron god, technically, standing behind them.
Hi, John. Hi.
Hey, Kent.
Ken takes a couple steps back, just like
And you all see John, this massive. Go ahead and describe John for me, for everybody else. real quick.
All right, let me pull up the character sheet so I can get the fucking diameters correct. Because I built him like a brick shit house.
A shit brick
All right,
house.
It's-
so John is a 6'8", just like white dude, like full beard, long hair in a fucking like knot, just like farmhand clothes, and genuinely stat block wise stronger than an ox.
Oh,
Yeah. And he's just kind of like leans forward and goes, "Hey, Gent, question. Where'd my son go?"
well, it's been a while since I've seen him, so I don't really know.
You've got a network. Surely you can help me out.
What if I'm not really interested in doing that right now?
I'd
You
advise
see
do it.
the goddess standing behind John, the face of an extremely beautiful woman. Long flowing white dress that goes down. And as she steps forward, the long white dress starts to curl from the bottom black and burn into embers. And as the black rises up, parts of it start to be stained with red. And all of you just hear the faint bit of just terror screams as she steps forward. And she goes, "I believe it would be wise for you to understand everything that my sister has done and everything that you are doing at her behest, not yours."
Brenham's just gonna look at Kent real quick and be just like, "Hey, Kent, I'm with John on this one. Might want to help with this."
John is just staring at Kent. Like, hasn't acknowledged
Oh my
anyone else.
god.
Has been fully locked in and direct eye contact.
Not like Ken like looks down for a moment. And as he looks back up, he has switched to Nox. Oh, what, wait. Oh,
Kent's
hi,
trying
hi,
to
John.
pull out of this.
What?
The true champion walks forward, grabs you by the head, and says, grabs you by the head, leans down. "I know the serenities of peace, and I also know the horrors of war. If you do not wish to see the hellscapes that I have created at my behest, it is best you come with us." And you feel your very soul pulled as Kent is forcibly brought back to the front.
Ain't
And
no
as-
weaseling out of this one, son.
As you come back, you all see the goddess's hand is currently inside the chest, holding on, and anytime Kent tries to slink back, there is a solid wall holding him. "We are your friends, if you are friendly."
be manhandling your fucking soul. We're friends.
Doesn't feel very friendly.
Well, it has
I'm gonna
been
be-
my sister's actions and therefore yours that have harmed the family of someone I decided to have close to me.
I've only been following my goddess's will.
You were made not to follow the will of any god, but your own. That is the will of all mortal creatures. She is using you, and you know it.
Maeve will connect to Kent mentally. She'll be like, why are you so defensive of her when not that long ago you were having a bit of a breakdown about how she abandoned you?
Am I able to respond to you from that?
Yes.
Like,
Mentally, yes.
mentally? Okay.
My choking milk.
I have a debt to pay, and she's... everything she's done for me, I can never repay. And as much as I would love for her to care more for me, I need to help her in every way I can to repay her for what she's done for me.
Well, I feel as though your debt's been paid if she's willing to toss you to the wind like that.
I know the only reason that you actually care for me is because you want to protect Nox. That's the only reason. There's no way you actually care about
We've
me.
had this conversation before, Kent. We had it at the village. Did the Hydra mess with you that much? I spoke my soul to you. Well, I mean, like, obviously, like, I'm a soul speaking. Yeah. But I told you I care about you. I wouldn't be checking in this moment. I wouldn't be kind of standing by you. I'm not gonna lie, that guy is a little fucking terrifying, but like, I know you better than I know him, so I'm willing to go to swing for you. But have backbone. Live for yourself. Please.
Okay.
Could I offer a prayer to my god?
God, what the fuck do I
You can try.
I'll attempt to.
Make a religion check.
I swear to god, if I mess this up, I'll be so sad. Okay, that's a 21.
21. You put your hands together and look up to pray. And as you do this, the tiny spider you've named Piter comes out, jumps onto your hands, looks to you, folds backwards, extends longingly until the bottom 4 of the 8 legs climb down, and then between them it like black sinew connects together to create the bottom of a dress, and the top, the 2 legs crack out into forming arms, and the last final 2 wrap around the head, rip it off and place it forward as it then forms into the head of the god of kin, the full body, the long black dress, coming into 8 points. Stands between.
Oh my
Stands
God.
between Nox and
god. Well, Kent,
the
you mean?
true warrior. Yeah, sorry. Stands between Kent and the true warrior, holding onto the warrior's hand, currently holding onto the wrist of the hand inside Kent's chest. And she goes, "What are you doing with him?" And the warrior responds, "Trying to show a care that you never desired to show, though more forcefully than I wished. I can give care. He's been given all of the care that I have given him. And you see the state of him. In his weakest moment, you weren't there. How much does he know of his life before? Does he know who he was before?" And the goddess of kin just stands there, silent, with a look of rage on her face.
John will casually stand up, produce from his pocket an emblem of a griffin, and slot it over his chest and call his plate armor.
And you watch as this griffin symbol locks into place as he lets his hand go, and it, like Iron Man nanosuit, goes over the entire body, and full plate mail covers his entire body. The god of kin immediately looks at you and locks eyes. "Is that a threat?" And immediately the hand comes out of Kent's body and grabs the goddess of kin's head by the back, and she forces her to lock eyes with herself and goes, "Maybe it is. You may have many children, but everybody knows that war is where children go to die. Is this a fight you wish to pick?" You see the goddess of kin, though not red with anger, just pure animosity leaking off of her entire body. Immediately, the whole room fills with a dark shadow, and as light comes back to everybody's eyes, she is gone. Both gods are gone.
Oh. Brenham will collapse on the floor.
Oh,
It's like,
shit.
oh,
Kenshi
okay.
is standing there, kind of still like locked in place with his hand like on the hilt of his sword, just standing there.
Kenshi went from "I'm gonna help around the neighborhood" to watching gods quarrel.
Yeah.
Kent stands there in a daze for a moment and then just kind of falls to his knees on the ground.
Maeve will walk up behind Kent and just rest the hand on his shoulder. And John will just stare.
Kenshi slowly takes his hand off the hilt of his sword, kind of stands upright again, looks around. What?
Yes, those were gods. You get a little numb to it after a bit.
I want to say numb.
Well, I have more important things on my mind right now.
Yeah,
Like the fact
yeah, no,
that
that's fair.
Kent talked to my son, and then my son became a paladin, the god of kin. He's now off doing gods knows what. I hope your son
Kent,
knows. I just want
really?
my son back. That's all.
So, Kent, I will ask you in this moment. Watching the true warrior, or the true champion, sorry, quarrel and argue with your god, and seeing that she had questions that your god chose not to answer involving who you were before, information about your life before you were Kent. What is it you're doing?
Hold on. Kent sits there for like for a good while, for like at least like a couple minutes, just sitting there, like just staring at his corroded hands. And just turns to look at like Maeve, and just as if he's trying to like look to her for help in some way.
So the best thing you can do right now is, frankly, and I'm like a firecracker of a person, I'd say help the man. He has a god on his side. And like a kind of did you fucking wars where children go to die? Did you hear that?
Yeah,
I want it to be.
I heard
I'm
that.
sorry. I just want it to be known that the whole thing about everybody, we know you have a lot of children, but wars where children go to die. I came up with that on the spot, and I'm very
Holy
proud of
shit!
Fucking
That was pretty
beautiful.
crazy.
I know a lot
Bravo.
about death. I've done a lot, and I have to say a lot of burial services, funeral services. I also grew up in a cemetery. That's another fun little Maeve lore fact. Grew up for the most part in a cemetery. It's why I talk to myself a lot. But war kills. It does not discriminate in its killing. War kills. So, if you want to start living for yourself, help the man out. Because if you don't live for yourself, you're going to die for someone else.
I never needed to live for myself. I just wanted someone that I could live for.
Are you not someone you could live for?
All I wanted was people around me who truly loved me. Sure, I can live by myself, and I don't think I could ever be happy with that.
At this
Are you
point,
really my friend?
it's at this point, Kent, that you recall back to a vision, dream, something. A singular odd moment. The tall, more broad-shouldered figure, also with white hair. You remember seeing the silhouette of, but you remember the voice saying, "We're the strongest. That means we help everybody." And something about them. It's not exactly that it's familiar. Familiar isn't strong enough of a word to describe it. It's as if you yourself said that, but you never said that. You don't remember saying it, but it's just as if you said it. But you can't describe why it is that you said it.
Kent gets up, stands up, and like walks over to John. I'll try to help you find him, if I can. I don't know where he is right now, but I can try to see where he might be.
There's a like sudden softness about John, like his like fucking on edge stance, like his shoulders have dropped, and he deactivates the armor. He tugs on the emblem and it compresses, and there is a look on his face of a man who was forced to do shit for other people most of his life, and he hated it. And upon realizing that you're basically being coerced into doing shit for other people, he kind of hesitantly and gently reaches out and places a hand on his shoulder and goes, "I'm sorry for being so tough on you. I apologize for that."
I mean, after everything I've done, I wouldn't expect anything less. If anything, I would expect more out of you.
People deserve second chances. I certainly got mine, and hell, I got a third chance after dust settled. I had my chance to retire. Went to my farm. That didn't end too well. Here I am. I had my son back. So I got another chance. So, if I get 3, why can't you have 2?
As you say this, like, Kent looks at you, but he can't make eye contact. Well, if we want to try to find him, I suggest we start working on that soon.
I appreciate this. Okay.
So you two, you watch John and Ken.
Mrs. Shern, what the fuck is happening?
I really don't know, and I'm not sure if I should ask, really.
Those were gods, right?
I mean, there's no other way.
I didn't know the gods could have dog shit taste.
Oh my God.
Leon, you should not say that.
At least now they're still here.
And not while they could have been still here, especially with so many chosen around.
But you watch John and Kent walk off into the distance. To this point, Maeve, you're coming down from all this shit. You like go to put your good hand to like rub your tummy, like, oh fuck, and it like you're like, my hand's more transparent than normal.
Y'all see this, right? It's not like a loss of, I was gonna say like loss of blood, but
Yes, is you alright?
I mean, as all right. Oh, right, you haven't been caught up to speed. Hi, my name's Maeve. Maeve of the Eldest Fate. I'm from a monastery that studies death, etc., etc., etc. I was a part of a ritual to send somebody to the afterlife to hopefully bring them back so we can learn more about the afterlife. Let's go, yippee! I'm the first person that it's actually worked on. Yeah, that it's worked on. So I am literally just a soul right now.
Oh.
I see.
Do I get to keep my outfit? I don't get to keep the outfit.
Get to keep it in soul.
Spiritually, I will always wear Jinko jeans and a jean jacket.
Every time you
Period.
astral project.
Oh hell yeah! Dave, why do you astrally project so much? You'll never understand.
I just want to feel a denim on my clothes again. Okay.
Wait, as a high enough level monk, I can't.
Yeah,
They just get
exactly.
powers.
They just get astral projection, which is fucking stupid. It's like an 8th level spell that you can spend 8 key points for.
God damn.
They deserve it. Okay, they get nothing.
Oh yeah, just proficiency and death saves and every other saving throw.
Oops. Because the rules are vague. It just says they get proficiency in all saving throws, and death saving throws are, you guessed it, a saving throw.
Anyway, but you see your hand is ever so slightly more transparent. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Orthodac. Hopefully he doesn't hate me.
Hopefully he doesn't hate me.
Yeah. 20, not nat.
Dirty 20. You look, and just very faintly, you see it lightly glittering upwards. Very, very slowly. And you recall something Gorthadak said about being unsure about the longevity of something like this. Of the longevity of being
Sure
just
hope
a
I
soul.
go back to my body and I don't just... I don't just ash baby, you know?
That would be a bit unfortunate.
As
Because
well as you
nothing's more
remember,
horrifying than the finality of nothing.
it's as well as you remember that everybody else, whenever they came in, that they talked about a pool that they came in through. And that's how they came into the world. And you were like, I just appeared in the mountains. They were like, that's not right. So the pool might be helpful.
That's not good.
What?
Look really close. She like no hesitation, like holds her hand up like this close, and it's just like, I'm glittering upwards.
Yeah, and you see like the very faint dissipation of fingers.
That's not normal.
I would say not.
Wait, is
Yeah,
like
we
your
should probably do-
entire body like that, or is that like your real hand
Just
just...
the end of the hand. Right now.
I checked my other hand. Right.
Oh yeah.
Do you
Do you think
you're...
Orthodac's still occupied?
You haven't seen him come back.
I'll just start walking to the bar.
You walk over to the bar, and one of the other Gorthadak standing there is just go, I am so terribly sorry, but he is currently still within Avagara doing whatever business he has up there.
Motherfucker.
What seems to be the issue? Possibly I would be able to help.
I'm glittering upwards.
Hold on, there's a Gorthadak he made specifically for this. And you see like the thing back, and you see another Gorthadak come out and go, oh shit, alright.
Oh shit.
Great.
Oh, well, shit.
I'm at a bit of a conundrum here because he told me that if this was ever to happen, to come get him, but he also said whenever he left for Avagara to not interrupt him or message him for any reason.
Question:
Yes.
could I contact him?
Do you have the ability to contact him?
No, but I wasn't sure if he had like a sending stone or something like that.
I can.
I feel like it should be me specifically to interrupt him.
I mean, I can do it on your behalf. But
I-
that's about it then.
I get that, but I don't want you to be evaporated from the afterlife.
You wouldn't do that to me. We're tight.
Fine. He told me just in case some situation like this came up. He isn't sure entirely, as you are the first and only soul to come through without a body.
God damn right.
So he has several theories. The easiest one that you can try while he's not here is just diving back into the well where souls come out, and maybe if you swim down deep enough, you'll go back to your world, to your body.
I should have said goodbye to Kent. And Nox. Oh, fuck.
This is quite the conundrum you seem to be in. Do you want us to try to find them possibly?
Brenham, could you contact them?
Knox and John?
Yeah, Nox, or specifically Nox/Kent. I don't really have any real attachment to John. Scary dude, though.
That's fair. Yeah. Cool guy, promise you. Cool guy. Harry.
Armor was fucking insane.
I know, right? But it's
He
cool,
didn't
isn't
even
it?
have a weapon on him, and I felt horrified.
He has that presence.
Yeah, but, could you tell Kent/Nox I'm glittering upwards and may not be long for this plane?
Do you want me to say those things exactly in that way, or
Sugarcoat it.
Sugarcoat it to the best of your ability. Maybe as simple, I'd like to say a few last words. No, that's a little ominous.
that's a little worse, honestly.
Say I gotta go off to the no.
No.
How many euphemisms for death can I go through?
What's the lightest euphemism for death I can use in this situation?
Taking a nap.
Is it possible that you'd be able to call them so that they could at least come back, so that you could say your goodbyes, or like?
That's what I was thinking. But then there's also like the thing of like, if I say goodbye and then the well thing doesn't work, then I just kind of swim back up.
Yes,
Or drown.
You don't have lungs. You don't need air.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like, how do you drown?
Listen, so the time that I got shipwrecked on an island, I walked to the island after the shipwreck part. I just didn't want to say it because it was depressing.
Can you just walk back to where you came from?
Oh, right, you don't even know this story.
Do you want to tell the story as you walk towards the fountain, or what is it you want to do?
Yeah.
I will message either message or sending, whichever one would do the trick.
Message is too far range for message, so you'd have to use sending.
All right.
And sending
I'll
has a
use
maximum
sending.
of 25 words.
Hold on. That's not weird.
While we're walking, he's doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, so, actually, I don't even have to say when I was alive. Back before I came here, what an exotic little thing, a little taste of death. Before I came here, I did a whole lot of shit. Grew up in a fucking graveyard, got picked up by the monastery. Well, not like picked up by the monastery, but like, I had a wild couple of years where I was on a pirate ship. Fucking Tyberos Dragwig. Holy shit, what a captain.
Basil is listening really intently.
Got off that ship, got on a separate one that got into some shitty weather. Shipwreck happened. I sink like a gemstone. It hit the bottom of the ocean. Remember? Yeah, like I don't have lungs. I'm a gem construct. Don't think about the philosophical implications of that. So I just started walking. That was called the Endless March. That was fun. I walked for. I actually don't know how long I walked for. Cause like, when you're at the bottom of the ocean, the sun doesn't kind of really reach there. It's an incredible low point in my life in more ways than one. And then I just kept walking and eventually started going up, walked onto an island, and was like, well, just kind of started living there. I wonder if the house is still up. They better not have gentrified it, I swear to God.
That's quite the adventure.
Oh yeah, I've got so many. Fucking, I lived in a caravan for a while. That one was fun. Well, I always say that one was fun. Like, my entire life hasn't been fun. We lived in a caravan. I did acrobatic stuff. Like, I do one of those, like, fucking gymnast front flips where, like, the torso goes, like, inverted and stays fully still as the legs kick over.
Yes.
Oh my
Just
god.
like doing acrobat shit and just like fucking rolls into like a backflip and stuff. Just fully showing off. It's just like, and then it turned into a circus. We weren't a circus at first, but then like more and more people joined and we're like, we could probably make money from this. And then
At this point, you've reached the fountain.
so we're like making money off of it. It's not much, but like it's good, you know. We're all family at that point, and we fucking live together, we die together, all that jazz. And then I had a near-death experience. I'm like, I almost got crushed by a fucking elephant, which is like end of the line. Like, you know how fucking heavy those things are. No offense, but like they're massive, and I'm like climbing into the fucking well while talking. So, it kind of crushed my arm, because I rolled a bit out of the way fast enough, and then I realized if I could do that to my arm, I could do that to my chest, and then I had the like, oh shit, I almost died. The show went on, by the way. We did not stop. It was all a part of the fun and games. While I'm feeling pain and a lot of it, and you'd think, right, that I wouldn't, right? The arm's gone. Where the fuck am I gonna feel the pain? Right? If the arm's gone, where am I gonna feel the pain? But like the entirety of how you gonna,
Oh my
where you gonna feel the
fucking
pain
God.
in your leg? How you gonna feel the pain if your leg's gone?
You're at the fountain now.
I'm like waist deep, like
Well, you're standing and like it's not like you're waist deep. Like it only goes up to about the ankle. But every time you jump, it's almost like the floor like and then like goes down and then comes back.
So I need to hit like terminal velocity.
You could do that. You could try diving. Whatever you want to do.
I will have message Nox saying, "Hey Nox, can you come to the entrance pool? Maeve has something very important to say to you. You can bring John, please." Hashtag important.
Okay.
Hashtag.
What-
You just like
what-
see it at the bottom of the message.
What does Kent reply in these 25 words? It doesn't have to be all 25. It could just be 2. Like it's.
Oh, okay.
So do you all wait for John and Nox, or Nox and Kent, whatever.
Yeah, it's Kent.
All right. Eventually, John and Kent appear after about like 20 minutes.
Hey,
Hey, you got my message.
What's
ankle
what's,
deep
what's
in
happening?
the fucking fountain.
What?
To make a long story short, I'm turning to glitter. And Gorthadak has theorized that this is basically the. You remember how I mentioned I came to here through a ritual and just kind of appeared in the woods, which you kind of shouldn't do, but I did anyways because I'm so cool and awesome. It's coming back to bite me a little bit, only a little bit, because
Are you
I've just
gonna
gotta
be
say-
leaving?
for the time being, but I'll be back before you know it.
Kent stares like through you.
I climb out of the fountain.
What?
And they gave me. She's like making her way towards Ken. And he's like, so we went to the Gorthadex, and he's like, oh no, Gorthadex Prime can't be bothered right now. He's on fucking do not disturb mode. And I was like, well, I'm kind of turning to glitter. And he's like, oh shit, direct quote. So you've got a couple of options. One, turn to glitter. Two, try and go down the fountain to see if you peacefully return to your body. So, I've gotta go. And I
Oh,
only
no.
assume this.
No, no,
and she
no,
like
no.
pulls him into a hug.
You can't go yet.
Listen, we all have our times. And my time still hasn't come yet. So I'm still technically not dead. But when my time comes, and I do pass to here, make sure that you're here to welcome me, okay?
I just started to trust you. Why do you have to leave so soon?
Listen, Ken, I
don't
wouldn't
know.
leave. I'd stay here if I could. And also, there's still an unknown chance that this works. I might just not. And then I'll be sitting here. We'll have a bunch of very strange emotions because we go from this emotional high to a well. But if my plan works, I go. And people come and they go. Everyone has their time.
If you leave, I won't have anyone. You're the only one that.
Did you forget what I told you? If you don't have anyone, you'll always have yourself. Always have your own back. Because when there's no one else there for you, you've got to be there for you. If it feels like the world has turned against you, then stand defiant. Say, I'm me. There's no one else that I'd rather be.
I don't even know if I can trust myself, though. I can't.
I think
I
you
don't
can
know what
trust
will
yourself.
happen.
You can trust yourself more than you realize. And if you can't trust yourself, you can fall back on the people around you to help guide you on the path. If you stumble, if you stray, that's perfectly fine. I haven't been a fully good person my entire life.
You're the only one that chose me, though. Everyone always chooses to care about Nox. No one chooses me, and you chose me. Nobody chooses me. Nobody.
About this point, Kent, you hear familiar to most, not Yonkath, Basil, Kenshi, or Reed, but to Maeve, Kent, and Brenham, you hear Miriam running up. Kent, are you home?
Yeah. And he's having a bit of a rough time right now.
because I've got to go. And I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back. I promise you that much. I'll tell you what, Kent. I reach into my pocket and I hold out. I got you something.
What is it?
I'd like take your other hand to like scoop it and like, yeah, thank you. Listen, I'm working with what I've got. Like you know, like that kind of thing. I do that, but like, and I open my hand into yours, and I give you my lucky gold coin. Now I earned that fair and square. I'm giving it to you. So, if you ever feel bad, you can hold that coin. You can think about me. You can think about what I'd say to you. Because if you can't trust yourself, you can at the very least trust me.
Miriam also comes up and hugs you, Kent, from the back as well. Going like, oh, I'm glad you're making more friends. But you always know that I care about you too, right?
Kent like flinches at those words, but kind of like brushes her off, but then leans in to just hug Maeve.
Maeve like hugs him as tightly as one arm will allow. Because I'll be sure to tell the stories that I learned here as God rips off into the distance. I'll be sure to tell the stories that I learned here, and I'll spread your name across my home plane so that truly, even when we're gone, we're still around. And it'll help me remember you. Okay?
Okay.
That'll be good for me. I'll be back before you know it. And slowly, from her back, pieces start to splinter off as the necrotic mist fills out wings. I'll miss you. Okay? And like the same for all of you, obviously. But I feel the need to specify because it's been like a very one-on-one thing. But like, it's been fantastic meeting you all, and I'm glad you all took me under your wings collectively. That we may have lost some along. Apologies. That we may have lost some along the way. It's okay. Everything always turns out okay in the end. And when I end on my plane, I'll be right fucking back here, rabble-rousing like I always do, okay?
Well, I hope I'll be here to enjoy it.
You better, okay? You better. You take care of yourself. If you're not here when I get back, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay? Don't go breaking no promises. And I will into the sky.
You launch into the air. As you launch into the air, you go up, you see a very large well. The large fountain, you go, okay. And you just, like, wings back into the back, just full one-hand dive down, and you all watch as before they can break the surface, right where Maeve is gonna go, you see a goblinoid head pop out of the water,
They are
and they
dead.
just collide together.
Oh my god.
That goblin
As
is dead.
you suddenly see Maeve like hit and them all like come out, you hear the and then the smash together as they collide
my
together.
God.
1 second.
I already know where
Oh
this
my
is going.
fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Welcome.
Yep.
You have brain damage.
Welcome.
Yo.
So okay. So Cheese, you were at you found yourself feeling yourself, your heart palpitating and stopping, and as you close your eyes, feeling death's embrace, you felt endless water around you. You feel that you're drowning. You can't breathe, but you also don't feel the need to breathe, but you still feel as if you're drowning, and you're clawing at the water, pulling yourself up, and as you finally break through the surface, you get one good gulp of breath as then a massive orange gemstone dragon smashes on top of your
I'm not
head.
giant. I'm 5 foot.
Oh my god.
I'm short as shit.
Sorry.
Got fucking obliterated.
A short gemstone dragon smashes on top of your head as soon as you break through the water.
Oh
I
my God.
like crumple, collapse, and like fucking, you know, the parkour rolls, just like. I was having a fucking moment. We were crying and everything. I've never been.
I
more
feel like
pissed
crying
in my
right now.
Well, congratulations. I didn't know
Just
I
got brutally assaulted over here. My
Yeah.
bad.
Well, welcome to the afterlife. My name is Maeve of the Eldest Fate, and walking towards you is a I forget the exact height. I just remember making her short as shit.
Yeah, she is.
I was forgetting.
5'1" dragonborn
God.
made of pure topaz. And not like, oh, those are scales. It's like flat fucking planes. Wearing Jinko jeans and a jean jacket with beautiful embroidery on it. Missing an arm, and I always forget how much of a fucking character she is.
Yes.
As she extends her one good hand and says, well, how do you do? My name's Maeve of the Eldest Fate. Welcome to the afterlife. Her mouth does not move as necrotic energy just slowly pours out of the corner of her mouth and into the ground. Welcome to the afterlife, buddy. I'm a wild thing to see first thing.
I just immediately start screaming. Just screaming.
So, Zig,
Pretty natural response.
so Zig, if you would like to describe yourself as what they see, in your uniform, forever bound.
Oh no.
I'm late
This
for
is gonna be
work.
great.
I'm so late for work. Janet's gonna kill me.
Well, good news, she's not gonna be able to kill you.
Are you sure about that? Janet's fucking spiteful as hell.
Well, you're already dead, so
Oh.
I already got you.
Oh no.
Do you remember? Do you know how you died?
Hey, let me think. Okay. So I was at work. There's a
Okay.
line.
Yeah.
Just by rear rush.
Okay.
And then I put in a 5-hour energy shot, a monster, and a Red Bull all in one cup. I remember chugging it.
Question: what are those? I assume drinks.
Oh, they're magic. Magical drinks. just
So you just combined 3 magic drinks and then died.
yeah, pretty much.
Well,
In my defense, I had to double that shift. I had to go. You know? It was a
Well,
double.
Question: did it taste good?
Oh, it was amazing.
Okay, I know that.
It
Write that
tasted
down,
like
write that
better,
down.
yes,
Okay,
and it
cool.
was
I
great.
tasted that. Battery acid.
Lacey, what I just put down.
It was amazing. 10 out of 10.
Huh.
Okay.
As this is all
Well,
happening,
Good news, Kent. I'm not going anywhere.
Kent's just like
as
looking
this-
at you, just distraught, tears in his like going down his face, just like
Lisa, I wanted to make sure if I actually did leave, I at least said goodbye to you, because I'd feel like an asshole if I was like, oh, I'll always be there for you, and then just vanished.
You also forgot to
as-
say goodbye to Nox as well. I feel like that would
I
be.
was more concerned with your, but he has his fucking web. Okay, he has his group of people. I felt the need to help, like, comfort you. Okay.
I do appreciate that.
question.
Oh,
for
right.
Maeve.
What's your outfit for a different character? What's your outfit?
Yeah.
What is the quality of your clothing?
She did
have
draw her
fashion
character
sense.
too.
She did.
Wait, what?
What is Zinc
I need
currently
to
wearing?
click
If you wish to just
Okay,
put the
okay,
if you
so,
wish to just hit the image that you drew, you can do that if you want, or if you want to describe it, it's up to you.
Okay. So, black pants. Non-slip shoes. White and red collared shirt with a red collar. An apron.
You see, like, towards the back end of this group, a, like, gray elf, with a strip of cloth, like covering his eyes, go,
100% polyester.
what are you wearing?
My uniform. I was at work, man. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what you expected.
It's akin to torture.
It was torture.
Question. Maeve,
Yes?
what does Frankie sound like and look like?
Oh, man. So now there are two routes I can go. I can go cool original character, or I can shamelessly rip the source material he is from.
What?
Up to you.
Because Frankie is named after my One Piece goat, Frankie.
Oh my god.
Of course, of
So
course.
I'm
it
asking
is.
this very specific for a specific
Oh,
reason.
oh,
What
what-
does Frankie look like? And what does he sound like?
Frankie is a warforged with a oven in his chest. So he can make his fucking banana bread. Obviously. It's Frankie's banana
Obviously.
bread recipe. By the way, we have banana bread.
We have banana bread?
Yes, we have banana bread.
Can I have banana bread?
Oh, fuck yes, you actually know what banana bread is. Let's go. I've had to teach so many people. This is a breath of fresh air. Honestly, just a like standard cool guy voice. not like cool guy, but like a cool guy, you know?
Not a brosif.
Yeah, no.
So as you're having this conversation, you hear behind you a very familiar voice to you, Maeve. Hey, Maeve. How's it going?
Holy shit.
Now, to Maeve, you see Frankie. To Eon Cuff and Basil, this is very familiar. Eon Cuff, the voice unmistakable, and Basil, the presence unmistakable. You are looking at Jack, the child who has chosen Corazorn.
She book it and like full leap spread eagle hug.
You see this Warforged, like wearing a shirt that exposes the oven in front, just like accepts the hug and just goes, "Oh, it's been too long," and like
Oh, Lord.
places you down and just goes, "Seems you're having a bit of trouble here."
These motherfuckers didn't know what banana bread was.
Absolute
Oh,
travesty.
right. Also, I'm going back to the to home plane. I actually fucking named it. Hold up. Where is it? I'm slowly being transported back to Huskarun via glitter. I'm dying. Pretty well, not like dying. Do you understand the fucking semantics of it? But I did bring the good word of banana bread. I may have given out your banana bread recipe to a lovely little fucking lady a couple planes out.
If they deserve it, then I trust your instinct.
She fucking deserved it. Oh,
Well, then there's no problem.
Reaches into Jinko jeans, pulls a full loaf, like undisturbed full loaf out of my pocket and hands it to him. Give it a shot.
He goes, yeah, it tastes just like mine. No,
Exactly.
maybe a little better.
I didn't want to say
Well,
oh, right, you goblin. She reaches into one of the other pockets, pulls out a fistful of gemstones. Nope, not that one. Goes into the next
Wait, can I
pocket.
have the money?
No, but you can have a full loaf of banana bread.
Oh, I will kill for you. Thank you.
Hell
just
yes.
So I will ask first, what is Kent and John doing?
John's just watching, just like
Kent's also just like watching, like very like he does not know how to feel. He's just kind of standing there like, what?
This has been emotional.
All right.
whiplash.
It's a lot of
secondary.
yeah.
What is Basil and Eonkoth doing watching Maeve or listening to Maeve interact with the master of all, Jack?
Mrs. Shern.
Yeah, is that another? Are we seeing another one?
Yes. Yes. And she has so
Huh.
callously and brazenly greeted him, and he is perfectly fine with this.
This is quite the day.
This
For sure.
This is a very interesting group.
As
I agree.
As that happens, Jack walks over and goes, "Well, it seems you all are having some issues, and it just so happens that you are talking to my favorite gemstone dragon, and I'm here to help. However, I don't know if jumping into the fountain is going to be the best of assistance, and as much as I would like to help immediately, there is one thing I would ask your assistance for in return."
Absolutely.
Looks at John and Kent and goes,
John locks eyes with him. It's the fucking like two dogs. Like one of them's going down the street, the other one's in the yard, and they are just
goes, looks at John, looks at Kent, goes, looks back to John. "I'm not gonna ask you because it seems like you have something that needs better attending to."
You're right.
I mean, you know, foul harm. Trust me. I'm just here to look out for those in need.
Yeah, that's Frankie. Fuck, I never thought I'd seen her. Anyways, what do you need help with?
So I'm assuming John and Kent walk off back to do their own thing.
I mean, before Kent leaves,
Well, I was gonna say this is kind of dictated by Kent.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
John will give you the breathing space if you need it.
I mean, I would like to stay and make sure that Maeve gets through all right and everything goes smoothly.
You see Frankie / Jack goes, "Do not worry," and like steps to you, not like touching you, and just like kind of kneels down, just like looking.
Takes
up,
like
and
a
goes,
step back. Just like,
just goes, "I am more than capable to make sure that they make it back home to the other side, to make sure that they are all and well, and I will personally deliver them back here whenever it is their time, to make sure that your friendship can continue to blossom. If you truly need me, just talk to Corazon, and I will be more than happy to come to your beck and call. So,
oh,
you can leave all your trust in me, though how minuscule it may be or grandiose it may be as well. Your friend is in safe hands, and I can promise you that."
Maeve genuinely in the background goes,
well, Kent just gives like, he gives a nod, looks back at Maeve and just kind
Maeve
of
will run
gives a little
over
wave.
to Kent and give another hug.
He hugs her back.
Well, we got more time, I guess. Sorry for the scare.
It's all right.
With this, Kent and John walk back. Then Jack / Frankie looks over to Zinc, still kind of sitting in the fountain, go, "Well, little goblin, would you like to join in this group? I'd be willing to compensate you for whatever assistance you give."
He was always loaded. He's like, Maeve's just like, yep, this is exactly how I remember it. It's crazy.
Little goblin, what do you say? You want to help out my friends? Help me?
Do I get more banana bread?
Oh, fuck
Oh.
yeah.
Okay,
You'll get-
I'm in. I'm
Hell
in.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
This Warforged like gently lifts you out of the fountain and back onto the ground, and like with a wave of the hand, all of the cold water immediately goes away. So you are no longer in damp clothing. Goes, "If you could all, please, follow me. I'd be more than willing to explain this on the way. It'd be easy." If you
All
will.
right.
And he leads you into the endless forest.
Oh my goodness.
As he leads you, he goes.
Why this place again?
As he leads you, he goes, "Let's just say." Oh, hold on. Is recipe scenes?
Nope, that was right.
fucking God. I thought on the recipe said we sort of like, "Oh, let's see what he has to say." Nope, it's just Trent shit posting.
What else is new?
I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything the recipe was saying, but
Like epic troll.
yeah, I got fucking sideswiped by, dude. I got some fucking banana bread at work today. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
oh god, your recipe's doing it too. No. But as he's walking through the forest, he goes, Corazon has been great. He has some issues, which, no offense, I mean, everybody has their own sets of issues, but he's just clung on to something way too tight that it's not good for his own health.
His shoes. He needs to replace them.
those two, definitely. But I can't really say exactly what, because he has used my power to ensure that any god, including myself, would even uttering the exact reason as to why he never enters the forest or what is out here specifically would notify him. But let's just say that something very near and dear to him has been trapped, and due to guilt and many other reasons, he has decided to leave it there. And I have decided that it's for his best interest to finally understand the demons that he is fighting with mentally, and to solve the problem that he is now undergoing. But I cannot do it myself, as any god that enters the Evergreen will be automatically pinged to Corazon, and so I decided that it'd be best to ask you, some powerful adventurers that took down a false Hydra, and this very, very enthusiastic goblin wanting some banana bread. So, if you'll follow me to the Evergreen, all your answers will be questioned as soon as you reach its heart. And that's all, unfortunately, the information I can give. Any other questions?
Not really. I trust you inherently with my life.
Is my daughter still with me, or has she been just here this entire time?
I will say you would have had a moment to like go off and drop your daughter at the barracks where you live, and like made sure people kept her safe. Your daughter's not.
Okay, good. Thank God.
I'm not
fucking God.
Please let this be a normal
I'm like,
field
oh
trip.
my God. My poor daughter. My poor daughter.
Please let this be a normal combat with the DM. No way.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if she's like here for this entire thing, I'm like, I can't have her here doing this, being with us on a mission. I need to take her back.
So you're rolling that one
Guys to a
life ain't looking good.
next thing that you're hearing. Are you sure?
Oh God.
Nothing makes me question every single life decision I've made until I say I'm gonna do something. The DM goes, "You sure?
You sure about that?
Sure about that?
As you make your way through the endless forest, unless there's any more questions to ask Jack/Frankie,
my boy,
you make your way, and Kenshi, you are now experiencing, and as well as you, Reed, and Zinc, you all experience. You walk over this 10-foot wide bridge and enter just exactly as it is named, an endless forest. Constant trees, winding path, until eventually you reach a mountain. A very wide spanning mountain range. And Jack waves his hand and a staircase goes up. And he walks up, and as you follow, it steps up and over the mountain pass and goes back down onto the ground as you reach the second range, past the first mountain range. And as you continue across, you slowly make your way through the second range, to the second mountains, over those to the third range. And once you're in the third range, monsters are getting, and as you get farther, monsters get more prevalent and more dangerous. At one point, as you're crossing over past the second range into the third set of mountains, a ancient red dragon is flying at you, and you see Jack turn his head, and the dragon immediately spins the other direction.
Maeve does not clock that. She's like looking. It's like the dragon's over her shoulder, and she's just like talking to Frankie the entire time.
And Frankie's holding conversation. The dragon comes up, and he just like singular glares at it. It turns, and he continues back as you make your way through the third range. And monsters come up And as some of them explode out through bushes or tree lines in a pouncing position, they immediately clock Frankie and just continue running through your group past, going on until you reach the fourth set of mountains. Sorry. The third set of
Math,
mountains.
DM, math.
Shut the fuck up.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You reach the end of the third set of mountains, leading into the fourth range of trees. Extremely dense, trees so extremely tall, and leaves so extremely wide that you cannot clearly see the sky, and there is very slight beams of light reaching the ground. It is essentially consistently dark, but not pitch black underneath the canopy. And as you reach the fourth range, nightfall begins to come as the several-hour journey through the endless forest starts to come to a pause. As Jack, standing there, stops and pulls his hand up and goes, "I'm so sorry. I thought we would have enough time, but unfortunately, we're going to have to take a break there. I want to make sure that you got plenty of daylight to see what you're doing."
You know, that's fair.
Does that mean we can take a nap?
Oh, most definitely. And he
Okay.
he leans and crosses both his arms behind his back as he goes, "I will be here, and as long as I am here, nothing will harm any of you. But if you still wish to take watch, it's up to you."
I trust you. I'm gonna go find a tree and collapse.
Maeve, the moment he's like, can we sleep? Yeah, she just full like snout dent in the ground, and you just hear faint. Oh, my snoring isn't picking up. Sad.
I
You
heard
just
like
hear
the beginning of that. I heard the beginning of
just
it.
faint snoring.
And Zink, Kenshi, and Reed, your first time in the plateau, or first time in this realm, you just freshly died, and then we're now being dragged through this long forest, watching monsters that you never thought existed coming at you and turn away as soon as they see this automaton. And now this automaton, or Warforged, says, "All right, if you wish to take a nap, you can."
You
And
there,
you-
minimum wage worker, fight the dragon.
And Zig, you are seeing this and you're being like, "Okay, I'm dead. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I can
The
sleep.
bills. I don't got paid the bills.
I can get a full 8 hours sleep."
Oh, I take out my bag. I crack open the monster drink. I crack open the 5-hour energy drink.
No.
I mix the two and
Is it your
proceed to
cat?
just casually drink them.
Is your own cat here?
Oh yeah, Eon. It is Basil.
No.
It is Basil, Eonkath, Maeve, Reed, Kenshi, Zink, and Brenham.
Yeah, again, she begins to crack open the fucking energy drinks. He's like, no, please, I'd advise against that if that's what killed
Too late.
you.
Basil's
I'm
just
already drinking it.
Basil's just. I didn't know you were a mixer.
Basil fucking parties.
Like, you know she's fucking crunk in the early days, dude.
Basil is like, "Oh, did you know they sell screwdrivers without the alcohol? That's just called orange juice."
Dude, I love this candle, but it smells like Fireball. That's cinnamon.
Cinnamon, bro.
You don't know what I
I
got
will-
up to back in the day.
I'll let you have your banter. I need to dress room real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Have whatever banter you desire.
So,
Man,
so-
I was fully ready for Maeve to go.
I
was like,
really
maybe-
was ready.
Me too.
I was
I was
crying
like,
in
yeah.
tears.
I
I
I
was
was
so
like, this is gonna
ready
be a
for it.
bad time to just pop in. He was like, soon. I'm like, no, not soon. This is like an
He, like-
emotional
he, like-
scene.
Okay, so the thing is, I knew that like you showing up was a thing, but I didn't know how. But the moment he
I
was,
was
like
so ready
you
for
like if you bounce on it, it gives a little. I was like, I think I figured out what's gonna happen.
I had no fucking clue that was gonna happen, and that was absolutely crazy.
Ooh.
The fucking
I
comedic
was-
relief. Oh,
Well,
man.
hello. My character's name is Zink, and he is a minimum wage employee at McGoblins.
You will fit right up. I promise.
Yeah. Holy shit.
It was supposed to be a joke character. Oh god, where's my thing? I have a chart over here that tells
Did
me
you-
things.
Did you know the big scary guy, John, was originally formulated as a joke character? So his name, he is a human fighter, champion fighter, which is the most basic combination you can do. He was a farmer who then got drafted into the war. I was like, there he is. By the way, his name is Jonathan Trotare, which is the Irish word for fighter. So his name is literally John Fighter.
Oh my god.
He was conceived as a joke character,
Good
and then I
old
just
John Fighter.
fell
We
in love
love
with him. I was like, I
John.
love this fucking dude.
He's such a delight. He couldn't talk at all, by the way, in like the
Oh
first
yeah,
like
there was
long
a
while of the
good while
campaign.
Yeah.
I could not talk. It was so much.
He was
fun.
all hand signals and shit. He had the talking rock, but Trent never
Never
used it.
I forget about things. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna keep giving you
By
shit
the way, did
for
you
it.
add the lucky coin to your inventory?
I did.
motherfucker?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did. I absolutely did. Magic?
okay.
Question mark?
So, do you all take a long rest? Does anybody ask questions or say anything else, or is just
I do want Basil
I'm
to say
just-
something.
all right? Are you saying it to another party member or to
Uh,
Jack specific?
To Zinc actually.
Zinc, okay.
I just want to make sure. Are you all right? I know you just came out just recently, and I want to make sure you're doing all right.
I am speaking through fistfuls of banana bread. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. This is the best I've been in years.
Grab great food, and I don't have to work tomorrow. Hell yeah.
I don't want to pay my bills. Okay, man. Janet can go fuck herself. I'm doing great.
Janet, who's this Janet?
Oh, my manager, my boss.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It must have been very rough. Well, I'm glad it's all going all right now. Well,
Oh,
then
this
I
is just this is
that's
the
the
life right
best.
now.
Well, I'm glad.
Well,
I'm glad.
not the life. Not life. Death. I'm not exactly sure what to say to this. I pictured the afterlife to be, I don't know, either clouds or fire. I don't see any of those right now. This is a lot of trees.
Slumber and goes. The term is unlife.
Well, I hope you get a very good rest, and if you need anything at all, you just let me know and I'll be able to help you with it, alright?
Oh, there'll be no sleeping, just banana bread and this energy drink.
Okay, alright.
I like to imagine she doesn't she doesn't get her long rest by sleeping. She gets her long rest by drinking energy drink.
It's the Coke
Oh
Lock
my goodness.
Warlock.
Yes, the
Oh my god.
the coffee lock or whatever.
My personal favorite version is the Coke Lock. Because,
Yeah.
like, honestly, coffee's not going to sustain you with that. For
one
the uninitiated, the Coke Lock is through a wild list of very funny bullshit. You can never need to take a long rest in your life.
Oh my god.
As a warlock.
Yes.
No, sort of.
Interesting.
Sorcerer is short rests. It's the sorcerer that can do sorcery points and then
Right. Yeah, it's sorcerer. Because you get your sorcery points back on a short rest.
So you take your sorcery points, you crunch them, you form them into spells. So you use the spells, and then you take a short rest, and then you get your sorcery points, and you crunch them, and you turn them into spells.
Oh my god.
Coquelute's very funny.
Coquelette.
Nice. I have one.
Yep. Go ahead.
God.
You good?
Yes.
So before Basil leaves, she just, well, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Basil. Just let me know if you need anything, all right?
Thank you.
I should probably offer my services as well. My name is Eon Kath Caltrix.
Yes,
Hello.
if you need anything else from him, he is also happy to help, I'm sure.
Of course.
So next you see a good 6 foot even Eric Cochran, which is a just like anthropomorphic bird person. Shut up. Yes, shut up.
This Big Bird.
He's like a
Big
bird
bird.
man. Bird
So-
man.
So what you see is a 6 foot even bird person, an Eric Cochran, that has sort of whitish gray feathers along his body, with some yellowish orange coloration around his eyes, and some plumage of longer feathers on the back of his head that's tipped black, or is black at the tips, with a set of jet black bamboo samurai armor on his chest, with a katana and a wagazashi on his side. And he walks up to you and he bows. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Kenshi. And what is your name?
Hello, I'm Zink. Hello, I'm Zink, and I'm unemployed now. Oh no, I'm unemployed. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! I do not have enough money in my bank account to deal with this.
Well, I'm sure you could find plenty of jobs while you're here. I did multiple different jobs myself when I first came here. But it is lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And he will unpack his sleeping sack, knapsack, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Kinda close, but not too close to Basil's area. Just kind of nearby, but not close, just there.
Before you settle down for bed, Basil does come over. Kenshi, I just wanted to make
Yes.
sure you're all right, because I know there's been a lot happening, and I just want to make sure you're doing okay.
His feathers have puffed up around his head, and his plumage just fanned out. Thank you for your thank you, Lady Shern, for your kind words. And he's kind of not looking at her, but glancing over, mhm.
Well, is there anything you need before you go to rest?
Actually, he suddenly gets on his hands and knees, puts his head down onto the ground, and is I deeply apologize for my lack of manners when we first met, Lady Shern.
Lack of manners?
I'm sorry, I thought that was a good time to start.
Oh my god!
God.
Good time to use slide whistle.
That was beautiful.
Sorry, I thought it was a good time to use a slide whistle.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
I like everything was going on. I was like, you know, it'd be really funny, and they're just sitting right here on my desk.
Oh god.
Well, I don't recall you having that bad of manners whenever we first met. You
Can't
looked
you
quite
kinda-
stricken with fear, as if something terrifying was in front of you or something.
He like slowly lifts his head up off the ground, just blinks for a moment. Then he sits back up. Well, regardless, I apologize for my lack of decorum when we first met. However, I do have one thing for you. He reaches like under his armor and pulls out a little slip of paper that's like rolled up, wrapped in twine in the middle, and like kind of like offers it to you. It's like, this is for you, Lady Shen.
Oh, what is this?
I felt inspired to write a poem the day we met, and I've been wanting to give it to you.
Oh, that's very sweet. As she like takes it from your hand, she just like holds your hand with the other for a moment and just, thank you so much. This means so much. And leaves a small caramel in your hand.
Oh, Basil's original, baby.
Basil's original.
And I should also mention, because Basil has the chef feat, so just know. Hold on, I have to find it so I can read.
Do you want me to put it in the chat for you?
So, technically they're supposed to go out, but I'm allowing them to stay continuously. She's able to can make a bunch of treats. As a bonus action, you can eat these and gain a small amount of temporary hit points. You gain temporary hit points equal to her proficiency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So if you eat one of these candies, you'll gain 4 temporary hit points.
It's adorable and it's useful.
Hell yeah!
Adorable.
I'm gonna write this down when I have that in my inventory.
Yes. Write down you have a Basil's original. Instead of a Werther's original, it's a Basil's original.
Fucking beautiful. Oh my goodness. Basil's original.
So is
Was
there
caramel?
Well,
anything else?
Well, would you like me to read this poem here or now, or do you want me to read it later?
Later, preferably. Not. And he kind of like, in a more hushed voice, kind of leans closer, like, not out loud, please.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll make sure to do that then.
I'm going to make sure that you say it out loud. So though the character
Read it in front of the class. In front of the class.
Loud and clear, please.
Do you see you're passing notes? Do you want to read it out loud for the class?
Well,
But if you do actually want to read it, I have it written down.
Oh, I mean, of
actual-
course
it's an
I'm gonna
actual
read
poem.
it later, of course.
Yes. Good.
So
I'll
with
still on
that,
stream.
everybody else, Brenham, Ian Koth, Maeve, Kenshi, Reed, Zinc, anything else you guys are doing, go ahead and say it now if so.
Basil would probably also check on Brenham as well to make sure he's doing okay.
I think Brenham's already passed out.
Oh, is he already passed out?
He said he immediately crashes as soon as he finds a tree.
You know what? I'm just
If he's
kind
already
of
passed
freaked out
then.
that I'm still dead. So I guess perception check to
If you would-
see. Yeah.
If you
what
want to
am I
look around in the forest, just like
Yeah.
middle of, try to distract yourself from your panic attack. Go ahead and make a perception check. So you should
Oh yeah,
see.
sweet. So how do I do that?
So
again?
if you look at your character sheet,
Mhm.
you'll see there's the section of skills above your passive perception.
Yes.
There's the one that says perception. You can just click on the word perception, and it will do the check for you. 30.
God damn!
Damn.
First roll.
Wow.
She's perceptive
okay.
as hell.
Your first roll ever.
That's a lot.
It really is.
Yes, that's a so quick debrief as to what D&D is about. DCs or difficulty classes. 5 is extremely easy. 10 is easy. 15 is average. 20 is difficult. 25 is very difficult. 30 is considered impossible. Quote impossible. And there is nothing above 30. So,
all
your first roll ever was was 30.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Don't get used to that.
Yeah,
So,
that's a fluke.
so yeah. First roll natural 17, perfect 30.
Oh my god.
So you're sitting there, everybody else, I'm assuming everybody else is bedding down for the night, going to sleep.
Yeah, Basil goes around, makes sure everyone's like doing all right. If Brenham's asleep, she just like puts like a blanket over him, and like everyone make sure
Bren's
everyone
kind
like
of just like
has everything like all yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets tucked in by Basil, and then everybody beds down, and you standing there like eating, like finishing off your loaf of banana bread because you've always you had to like skip several meals and you haven't had breakfast for a few days, and so you're like finally able to eat till you're full. Like you just see Jack, who Maeve, the orange dragonborn called Frankie, you just see Jack standing there, both arms like crossed behind the back, just kind of looking out, chin up, around the forest. You hear rustling in like bushes or trees, like maybe a mile out, and he also hears it, and he looks, and immediately you hear whatever rustling get quieter, as if it leaves. Nothing is getting close because he is making sure nothing gets close. And you also have, he seems to be powerful. You have no idea the religious structure. You heard Basil and Eonkoth talking about something about him being a god. You assume this has to be a god. You don't know how strong, what they are, who they are. You just died and are suddenly in the presence of a god leading you through a forest, saying, "Hey, help me out on something real quick."
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of forced to help out because I can't do like, nah, random god.
He did promise banana bread. So
He said he did baby and banana bread, and for that I will die for him.
Fair enough.
Already
Based.
committed.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
with that, everybody who is asleep may take a long rest and gains the benefits of a long rest. I will say, Zinc, you gain your familiarity of a long rest by being conscious the whole time, but through energy drinks.
Does that mean we can just always
shaking
have
like a
Zinc
chihuahua.
Does that mean we can always just make Zinc take watches?
I mean, technically, yeah, if you wanted. Unless Zinc realizes, like, I can actually sleep. It's been months.
I was about to say, I can imagine she's so like nervous system is firing on all cylinders at all times from her job that she finally has a time to even after drinking energy drinks, even though she finally has a time to like not work, just the fact that she's sitting there is enough of a rest.
Oh yeah, just sitting there violently shaking. And
like
one hand, banana bread in the other.
Yeah, that to her is rest.
Yeah.
She's like, this is the calmest I've ever been.
Eventually, the morning comes. Everybody gains the benefits of a long rest, and you all awake to seeing Jack, the Warforged / automaton, the metallic robotic man, standing there, looking back to you all, going, I hope everybody had a great rest. It seemed good to everybody here.
Don't mind me.
What's happening?
Maeve, it is morning like we've done many times before.
Okay. My man.
Basil's already up, like brushing her hair, getting all like the curls to cooperate.
Yunkath has because he has to trance. Well, he doesn't have to trance. He trances, which is meditate for 4 hours. He for the other 4 hours, and even in a little bit to when we're awake, he has like his armor like spread out on a rug basically, and is like meticulously cleaning all of the nooks and crannies, and then like he goes over it with like he has like an entire goddamn routine he does every single day. Just neurotic.
You see Jack come up and go, I can help you with the cleaning process if you'd like. Okay.
He likes to do it his way.
I understand. It's just, you think he wants some help every now and again.
Oh no, this is his favorite part of the day.
Yes. The upkeep of one's armor and well-being is the same as the upkeep of their very soul.
Well, I wouldn't want to ruin his very joy, so I would leave him to do what he wants.
Kenshi is somewhat close by to Yunkath, like sharpening his katana, and he like hears the conversations. Like, I too understand the morning ritual. Every morning, I always make sure my blade is as sharp as the day I found it.
And as you say that, like, you think back to the time in Kirinor and watching the forging, and nevermore has the sentence or the words "my blade" resounded more within you. Like, this is your blade. It was made for you to use, for you to wield, for you to do with your will. This is your blade.
That's his child now.
This is my baby.
It's my baby.
My very sharp baby.
I use it to cut people in half.
My very sharp baby.
It's my child.
That's all babies.
Really violent child.
Very deadly baby.
Brennan will wake up and go obviously see Jack, Frankie, whatever, go up to him and be like in a half stupor state, which is like, so you're a god, right? Got that down?
Yep, I'm one of the children.
Fucking
Okay.
God, banana bread he is.
I was about to ask that. So does that make you the god of banana bread? Do I need to call you Jack, Frankie? What?
He like laughs.
What's the deal here?
No. No, you can call me Frankie, you can call me Jack, you can call me whatever. I am no god of banana bread, but I am known as Jack, the master of all, which means anything I do, I master. So, call me what you will. I accept any name, because any name you give me, I am the master of it.
Alright, banana bread god.
Honestly,
I
not the first.
can think of multiple things I call you, but I feel like I will get smited if I do that. So
Oh, You're just saying that because my sisters were quarreling. Trust me, I am not as intense as they are.
No, I feel like I can press some buttons. I've been told I can. So I'm just gonna call you God of Banana Bread. If that's cool with you. Because if you made the original banana bread that Maeve did, then
He makes it, but like better.
Yeah, look, you can call me whatever. We call me Jack, Jackie, Jackie Poo, Jackalicious, Frank, Frankie, Frankie Poo, Frankalicious. I'm chill with whatever. If you want to call me whatever you want to call me, I'll master what it is that you think me as. As is my nature.
Say it. Do it. Do it.
Come on, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do
Nope.
it. Do it.
Fucking do
I'm
it.
not excited.
Come on, be funny. Do it.
Brennan, this is your conscience. Do it.
Do it.
Say a swear on
I feel like I
stream.
I have two different devils. I'm just like, what are you supposed to be, Angel?
Just do it.
Yeah, you just have two different devils on both shoulders.
What are you guys supposed to be the angel here? No. Do it.
Listen,
Do
man.
it.
Listen, man, but it'd be funny.
It'd be so funny. Do
though.
it.
Nope.
Come on.
Anyway, okay then.
Well, unless anybody has anything else they'd like to say on our adventure, we will continue.
Can I please have more banana bread?
You immediately hear a egg timer ding, and he opens up the chest, pulls out a fresh hot loaf, and hands it to you. It's just for you, little one. I know
Oh
you
my
worked a
God.
long, hard time,
It's
and
shaped
pats you
a
on the
head.
head. Now is your time to rest. You don't have to worry about the hell of your workscape anymore.
Oh, this is great. Thank you, banana bread god.
It's my pleasure. Now, onward we go, and you continue your trek. After a fresh morning downing banana bread, continuing through until another 2-3 hours through the fourth reach of trees. Eventually, you reach a very noticeable difference, and just outside of it, Frankie or Jack or Banana Bread God stops. The lush green turns from just the normal blue and yellow mixed green to a deep emerald green within an inch. It goes from average grass to very lush, nurtured, nourished. The tree leaves, everything past this inch is intense, luscious greenery of a deep, emerald, just forest green. And you see him stop and go, well, here we are. This is the Evergreen.
Fitting.
I'll have you
Green.
know, everything in there stays in there. Everything out here stays out here.
Interesting.
You
Then
will.
how are we supposed to get here from there to there?
Oh, you can walk straight through. I cannot enter, because if I do, Corazorn will be notified, and he won't be happy with me. But you're not on his notification list, so what better than some powerful adventurers that are able to best a false Hydra within their own lair, no less? That was something.
We are pretty fucking cool.
So, if you're up for the task, all I need you to do, as haunting as it may be, go into the heart of the Evergreen, kill the one within that keeps the Evergreen alive, and free the soul trapped, and that will be the end. That will be the favor completed, and I will make sure Maeve makes their way home safe.
Okay.
Even if you fail, I'll make sure Maeve makes her way home safe. But it would be more
Better
than
if we
grateful.
succeeded.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be more than happy to have you succeed in helping a dear friend no longer be bound by the constraints they bound themselves to. Know how it is.
So, what exactly is this creature?
Unfortunately, I cannot say exactly. Otherwise, the spell Corazon created would be notified. But I can tell you that it is not exactly a creature, more like a person.
Okay. Well, what has this person done to deserve to be killed?
It's not exactly as if they deserve anything. It's more as if it's a release. They've been trapped here, but they don't deserve to be trapped, and so I'm letting you be the ones to free them, because if I tried, Corazorn would thwart me in my attempts.
Quick question. And what's stopping Corazorn from us? If he realizes that this was us.
Well, his own personal constraint? My desire to stop him? He is strong, though not stronger than me. I'll make sure he won't be able to harm any of you, especially if any of you are in danger. The bird, the goblin, and the goat and elf-like person, most likely the least to be killed. You also, human, have a hard chance of being killed because you are one of his old friends, now in a new soul, new body. Not, sorry, old soul, new body. The crystalline dragon, I'll make sure they're unaffected. So, a very low chance you'll be killed. Thanks to none other than me, of course, but comes with the business of making a deal.
One more
Yeah, okay,
question.
that's fair.
Yes, Basil?
Who exactly is this person to Corazorn?
Unfortunately, I cannot say, for uttering the words still enacts the notification in the spell. But I can say it's somebody very dear to him, trapped, unable to escape. And though what you do may seem harmful at first, ensure that whatever you do to free them will be the equivalent of saving somebody from hell.
Yeah, I trust Frankie with my life, yeah. Let's get it.
He gave me
I
banana
mean, that
bread.
sounds fair.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I am ready.
Well, we will do our best, I'm sure, to help this
And
person.
if your battle within that false hydra is anything to go off of, you have quite the skill to show for it.
You keep mentioning that. Were you watching or?
Oh, I mean, trust me. Mainly Ian, Koth, and Basil. It was interesting watching you stuck within that village for so long. Though Ian, Koth, you kept a clear head as long as you could. But if it wasn't for these, no offense, group of gaggle fucks, you would have been lost.
No, that is
Yeah, no, that's
completely fair.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That is, yeah.
I mean, like, there's no greater gaggle fuck than I.
So, of course, I kept an eye on my favorite crystalline dragon. And to see that you all crossed paths and conquered False Hydra in their own lair was definitely interesting, and what very much drew me into having you help me in this situation, because I would like those close to me no longer be bound by the demons they created, if that makes sense.
I see.
I suppose that is understandable.
And before you go off, because as soon as you enter, I plan to leave, as I have no ability to assist you. When you reach the heart, think of it as this. The greatest way to deal with a weed is to pull it. But if it is too big to pull, plants are always susceptible to being burnt. But with that, I bid you adieu, and as much as I'd like to help, I can't.
Bye, Frankie.
He waves and just goes, have very safe travels, and hopefully you reach the heart before anything finds you.
I'm gonna say, safe travels my ass. We're gonna go fight something.
Stay safe on the way there. Once you reach the heart, nothing will enter inside, but you have to reach the heart first.
Okay.
Kenshi will he'll bow. Thank you for entrusting us to complete this task.
Of course. I believe you will do perfectly.
And then I guess we will start walking towards the heart.
All right. You venture towards the center of the evergreen. With Frankie's warning, do you go stealthily or do you just charge?
Stealthily.
We try to
Like,
stealth, I feel like.
First day being dead, and like, hey, go kill someone.
Just like, what?
It's like,
I don't get paid.
when I said,
First
I'll
day
kill
being
for you.
dead. I'd rather not die again.
Yeah, I didn't think like cash in the whole I'll kill for you offer so quickly.
You said so.
Oh.
So, if you would like to stealth forward, everybody make me a stealth check.
Stealth.
Oh, pray for me.
Let's see.
Oh. Damn!
Okay, Brandon.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That's John.
Pray for me.
Wait, to do my stealth check? Where's the dice?
You did do it. There, I saw there's 23 in the chat. Also, if you want, Cheese, if you look top right, you should see a gear symbol for settings.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if the personalization and display is up, you can click it, so it's like it's condensed. And you should see, or you can scroll down as well until you see dice options.
Uh-huh.
And then there should be enable 3D dice and automatically roll 3D dice. So every time somebody makes a check in Roll20, it will roll 3D dice in Roll20 for you to see as it clicks around.
Yes. Ooh, that's nice.
It's really fun.
Yes, it's very fun.
Totally not me who hasn't been able to figure that out for the past 8 months.
So,
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheese
Three.
got 23. 25. Kenshi a 14. Brenham a 24. Natural 20. We got a 12, a 3,
8.
and an 8.
Oh,
Ah.
oh man.
The party trudges through the
Listen,
Evergreen.
my 2 characters, stealth are not their strong suits. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
and I have heavy armor, so like.
So does Young Kath.
Question: Is it
Yeah.
Eon Koth that rolled the 3?
Yes.
Okay.
But 3 plus 0, it's just a 3.
So with that, you all slowly make your way through the Evergreen, trudging your way through. You hear beasts nearby. You stop, freeze, and then hear the noise dissipate. And you're making good progress. You don't know the size of the Evergreen, but you know you're consistently moving. Eonkoth, I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Damn, okay.
Yay!
Concerned I am.
I'm gonna get my regular dice. I need my carefully curated bourgeoisie dice.
Bourgeoisie dice.
Okay,
Bourgeoisie.
Fancy dice.
Okay, no.
He
So
has
I'm not-
them.
Okay. I know what you're gonna say. So 1, that is not the bourgeoisie dice. That is the fancy dice. The fancy dice is $134. It's a dice set, $134, and it is layered geodes.
Oh my god.
Oh
Part two of that, the blue side's a little heavier than the orange side. So my D20 is highly likely to roll natural 1s.
Why? No! What is
That's
wrong
my
That
with
is
death
the
save
you?
dice.
worst way to make a dice.
That's my death save dice.
Trent's playing with weighted dice, DM. He's playing with weighted dice.
Yeah, he's playing with weighted dice, but weighted dice that fuck him. So I'm not sure it's.
I mean, okay. On the upside, the D6
I'll allow
at least gives me a 6.
He's no.
I take that. Okay.
Fair enough.
So this is my bag of dice.
God.
The bourgeoisie dice are a specific set of dice that I have general purpose in here, so they're all organized except for my general purpose dice, which I call the bourgeoisie dice, and the rest are the peasantry. If a dice pisses me off too much, it gets put back into the peasantry with the peasants, so it can remember what it's like to be a peasant. And then, if I remember about it after a while, I'll pull it out, I'll roll it 3 times, and if it doesn't roll well, it goes back to the peasantry.
Go in the hole where you belong.
We are questioning Grog or Grog?
Up to you.
Well, I have 2 Grog dice. I have the Fox Machina, like, full team dice, and then I have the Grog Strongjaw specific dice.
Well, it's at disadvantage, so you could do both.
I could do both.
True.
Or I could do Scanlan and Percival.
Constitution save.
13.
You fail.
I figured, but like,
You take
not bad.
12, 20, 27, 30, 32 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
As
Oh.
as
Oh no!
I have necrotic damage.
as you watch, as you're sneaking from the side, a beam hits Eonkoth in the side as he's too out to the side of the bushes. And as this hits, you all turn and see a floating head with one center eye and a massive jaw
God
as multiple
damn it!
eye stalks stick out with eyeballs at the end as you see a beholder floating in the sky that just shot a beam at Eonkath. And we are going to end the session there.
At least come down here and fight
Oh
me.
my god.
Oh no.
Oh no, bro.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, no, bro.
Way of knowing which way the river is a-flowing. Oh no, bro. That's a direct
Stop
quote from
with the
the
vengeance.
show.
Not vengeance. Stop. Fuck me.
That's a direct quote from the show. I'd never forget that. Muscle Man whole ass quotes Willy Wonka.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
The Grizzly Reaper's moaning.
So, Cheese, what did you think of your first session ever of Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm scared.
Good.
As you should be.
That feeling.
Okay. So died, met a god, said God gave me banana bread, told me to go kill someone,
Correct.
and then something
And
is
then
wanting
you-
us dead.
Yeah.
Correct.
Here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, show them what
I
a
will
beholder
show
is.
you what a beholder looks like.
Boy.
Oh, you guys want to hear one of my favorite traps from Tomb of Annihilation? By the way, Beer, if you ever want fucked up traps, open up
I
Tomb of
remember.
Annihilation.
I remember the fucking skull timer thing.
So
Nope,
there's
not
this-
school timer again. Nope.
The skull timer is funny. So you
Here-
pull the jaw and it starts closing. By the way, this is a hidden
Oh.
entrance you have to find. The jaw starts closing. If
delightful.
you pull the jaw again, the room closes off and fills with acid, killing everyone.
That's horrible.
There's also the room with the invisible beholder.
Oh,
Like-
God.
No.
I know we had to deal with a beholder in like the cave that other time.
That was
Like in
not a
this-
beholder.
this
That was a
Nope.
spectator.
Spectator. It's a small guy.
Beholders and spectators are very different.
Okay.
You know,
No, some
I think
things.
I'm gonna
I
go
just
to
remember
bed.
it was similar. I think that's a
yeah.
good idea.
I work
Here-
in 5 hours.
Saved by do
Oh,
stream.
God, yeah.
then-
Go to-
Yes.
go to-
Go to
But if
sleep.
we're gonna
By
stick around
stream.
for
I've seen-
Batman's first Roses and Thorns, I will stick around.
Go to bed.
Yes.
No.
Yes, go.
No.
Go
No, I
ahead.
need to make sure
Yes,
that
go.
the new players' fucking D&D experience is amazing.
Well,
And also, hi, I've been playing for 8 years.
Hello.
Yeah, if you have
My
any
first-
questions, him.
All right.
Yes.
yes.
This is
Oh,
I'm going to. This is the last person I'm adding. 6 is my max.
Understandable.
That's fair.
Is this the person you asked on which class a McDonald's
And
employee
I just replied
goblin?
depressed.
What class it would
Yeah.
be?
Well, I said depressed, and then my second
Oh, yeah,
option was
depressed.
monk, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I went with monk.
And
Nice.
you do notice that their weapon is not their fist; it is a spatula. Also, I hope that the slide whistle was good timing.
That was incredible.
I don't know why. I just thought that like
That was
everything
very
that was
funny.
going on, I thought it was perfect to just.
I need to
Really
write a
got it.
reminder for myself to read that poem later.
Yes.
Because I really want to read that.
I
I
have
really
it.
wish I thought about that in the morning because I really
I-
wanted to read it.
I wrote it in my notes app. It's here, ready.
Oh, shit, I have to try and find
I'm
the
so
photo.
excited.
Actually, oh, hold up. Do I still have it? So one of my characters, in another campaign, died, but this was like after I was done playing them. They died, and I left one of the other player characters, who was my niece. I left them a note, and I wrote it in character, and it was beautiful. I made motherfuckers cry with it. It was awesome.
Oh,
I have to make sure I have it though. Where is it? It shouldn't be hard to miss. It should be hard to miss. It's massive. It's got a hole burnt through it.
No, that's the map. One blade, many kills. The OG. Okay, one blade, many kills is the reason why Beer is currently playing a Tabaxi monk. Because this is the Tabaxi monk that got Tabaxi monk banned at my table.
Oh my god, that's
Right.
I single-handedly invalidated a kind of vital mechanic at the end of the Curse of Strahd fight, and I fully exited a rock encounter. You know, the giant-ass bird?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
I ran 320 feet off board and just left the encounter.
Said,
Oh my
Bye.
god.
I gotta
Just
see if I
leaves.
can find it. But the way I wrote my letter was, so my character was a barbarian. She was beloved. She that's Nadir. That's you. And Madra's up top, correct? Yes. I had Berserk armor. It was super cool and awesome. And then I was also a Hexblade, the fucking the god of destruction or whatever. And so at one point, and I'm mad because this got fully fucking bowled over in like our social encounters, and I'm pissed about it. They were like digging around in a cave, and I went outside to commune with the god of destruction, and they walked out to me sitting crisscross applesauce in front of a fire, and the fire shooting up my arm and into my veins.
Jesus.
And they just glossed over that.
Oh,
I was like, damn, okay. But the way I wrote it is I wrote it like fist gripping a piece of charcoal. I made spelling errors. There is one part where she tries to spell a word several times and then goes for the simpler version of the word. It was beautiful. It was awesome. I'm trying to find at least a fucking photo if I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't have it.
I'm
This
gonna
has been
hop
so
off.
much fun.
Yes.
It's nice
Okay.
being
Goodbye, stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Everyone have a good day. Bye-bye.
As well, also, I was thinking about this later. You and Cheese could do a combo stream as well whenever this happens.
Yeah, I mean, if Cheese wants to.
If
Ooh,
Cheese
that'd be
wants to.
fun. That would be fun.
Yeah, so Cheese, you enjoy your first ever D&D session just being thrown into the fucking deep
Oh.
end?
Oh, dude, yeah, it was, you know, my God. God gave me banana bread, and then God said, all right, go kill that dude.
You came right
Didn't
in
even-
as everyone's.
Didn't even specify which dude. It just said, hey, this dude in there I want dead.
This is about normal. This is roughly normal. So
Yeah. So,
take that as you want.
I hope you're ready.
Oh,
like
God.
her
Yeah,
body
I
just
saw-
stopping May from like going into the fountain was crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
That
was
was
like,
crazy.
I had this whole thing planned, like in case, because Cheese had messaged me before, like she might not be able to be there immediately, and so it's like I don't know how fast you guys would get there. So if you guys had gotten there and Cheese wasn't able to join right away, it was just gonna be that Maeve hits them and then they're just floating in the water, just like face in the water, just floating there, unconscious.
Face,
Oh
face
my
down in the
God.
water.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Because I was like, okay, soon. And you're like, all right, soon. I was like, they're like crying, dude's about to die. I'm like, no, not soon. This is not a good time.
This is a terrible time for me to go now.
Okay, there's no way he's gonna bring me in now, right? Right? He's going. What?
It's like, go ahead now.
This is my
Yeah,
time.
No. Full blown tears.
It was so
I was
fucking-
crying real tears. That was crazy.
I'm sitting here this whole time like I cannot, like, part of me was like, this is gonna be the worst and greatest time to introduce a new player character,
because there's some intentionally intense emotional shit going on, and then
This is my fucking
hey,
joke
by the way,
character.
you just fucking headbutt a goblin.
Fucking joke character too. I'm like a serious character to fit the scene. Like no,
It
the
could
fully
become
joke
serious. You never
character.
know. You never know.
Hey, it'll be great. Also,
It'll be fine.
Cheese, what did you think of the slide whistle?
Oh, that is perfect.
I can't even remember what it was. I just don't know why. Whatever section was happening,
It was
I
the whole
just
thing with like
the-
Basil
the
and
sli-
Kenshi. Like he was giving her
right, and the slide whistle was just calling to me like the Green Goblin mask, and I was just like, okay.
That was a delight. Oh my god.
I'm so glad I got this thing.
I like
Anyway.
pulled it out like behind your dusty desk like a day or so ago, and I was like
Exactly.
messing with it, and I left it like on the side of your desk. Thank
Exactly.
goodness for
Well,
that. I
it was
guess.
fate. Fate had said that it was time to
Oh
use
my
it.
Ooh, I have a question for you, real quick.
Yes.
So you know how like we made the character seat, and I added like the monster drink, the 5-hour energy shot.
Yes.
Can I have like an infinite amount of those, or am I out now?
You can have an infinite amount.
Oh,
fucking
fuck yeah!
go. You're.
I have infinite
mean-
amount of caramels. You can have.
I mean,
that.
okay. You have your world you lived in had some magic, so I wouldn't be surprised if you just had a bottle of unlimited 5-hour energy.
You
like
just had
you
it
were like,
stockpiled.
like
This
it
is
was
why my character had a heart attack.
like it was just like you were saving up some money, and you were like 6 years into your fucking work, and you had saved up some money, and like half of your savings cost this infinite bottle of 5-hour energy, and you were like, okay, if I get this, it'll be savings because I won't be spending any more money on 5-hour energy.
Yeah, exactly. And, which I had to get the monster too at that point.
Yeah, so you
If
had.
I didn't die, I probably would have got a Red Bull too.
Yeah, so the other half. So I say you don't have the Red Bull, but you have an unlimited source of Monster Energy drink and 5-hour energy.
Oh, time go find a Victorian child to give this shit to.
Victorian child.
Give them a
Oh
little
my
shot
God.
glass.
Yeah, the whole
Like, "Here you
fucking-
go, kid."
Me giving a Victorian peasant a
Victorian?
fucking shut up. Me giving a Victorian peasant of Doritos.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
find a child
no.
like, hey, you want to taste a 5-hour energy shot? Give me a little
If Basil
cup.
saw you doing that, she would stop you so fast. Both her and Eon
Like,
Path would absolutely stop
Don't
you.
worry, there's 2% juice in this. It'll be fine.
My
There's
lord.
so many vitamins.
Bye, stream.
Bye-bye,
Goodbye, stream.
I'm gonna
Bye,
go right out. You guys
stream.
have a great day, alright?
Well,
Thank you for inviting me.
of course.
Yes. It's a delight to have you here.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Alright, stream. Alright. Let's wrap this up and let's raid out. Alright? Alright. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what friends are doing anything. Let's go give some people some love. I see Hero's doing repo, so we're gonna go give him a raid. All right, everyone, go give Hero so much love. Thank you guys all so much for sticking around and hanging out with us today for all the fun D&D shenanigans. And I shall see you later. Have a very good day. Bye bye. Bye bye.